Hello! Hello! It is I! Hey man, what up? I'm back. What's good? Let's go through it real fast. What are these stuff? What is Master Watto? Huh? What is this? Alright, give me the trends personalized for me. Same shit. Evil Dead Rise. Is there a trailer? Megan? Is Megan out? Is it? No. Can't find it. Blumhouse movies. No. Get tickets now. Okay, man. Okay, dude. Where's my gaming platform launcher? What else is new? I gotta clear my throat, guys. Hold up. That's better. Hogwarts Legacy. Why is it trending now? It's months away. What's happening? It's gonna be released on February 10th. Really? Really, bro? Man. Hmm. Okay. Nothing's really cool going on again. Here's a trailer for Evil Dead Rise. It's gonna be shit, though. I'm not gonna fucking. I'm gonna check it, guys. Hold up, real fast. It's bad. Whatever. I mean, there is no Bruce Campbell in it, right? It's gonna be shit. Come on. Capture my game right now. Here we go, guys. Probably we're gonna beat this game today.
Good evening. I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
Daddy, it's starting!
Yeah, every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
Fucking Jesus, dude. Oh, that guy was fucking some.
Well, that's a very blunt question.
Okay.
Advance is lying to you.
Guys, don't believe what media tells you, okay? Play a proportionate response. Here we go. So there's a war going on, nuclear war between our country and other nearby countries, I guess. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Ready. Mentally. Oh shit. Things are looking up for me, guys. Rest of your shift passes in a blur, with the same words going around and around in your head. Operatives working for advanced detonated nuclear explosives. Initial estimates put the death toll into the millions. Did this really just happen? Question mark. You pull into driveway with no memory of the journey home. The light in the front room is on. Clearly someone is still awake. Is it my daughter, dude? The door creaks open into the living room and you find Sam sitting on the sofa staring at the TV. Screen is off! And they are clearly lost in thought. You take a seat beside them and put a reassuring hand on their shoulder. They don't look at you, but they do reach up to take your hand in theirs. Now you're closer. Hey, my FPS dropped. What the hell? Now you're closer. You can see the tears flowing freely down Sam's face. Oh, little girl. I know, I don't know what to do. What the hell can we do? Bastards killed Susie. We don't know that. Come on, man. And millions of others, all because of their fucking war. Fucking war! Which we never asked for. Behind the tears you see a fire. Raw fury you have never seen in Sam's before. I hate them, Alex. I know you've never been a fan of the Advance, but after this... God, we dodged a bullet here. They're monsters! I need to know you understand that. That we can't just be indifferent. We need to actually do something. Shut up, bitch! What am I supposed to do? I'm just a wage slave. Come on. Damn, imagine, dude. Advancing what was necessary. I'm glad they were prepared to do what needed to protect us all. I don't think it's that simple. The country is suffering, the war has to end. Nothing can justify what they did. Anyone who tries is just as bad as they are. What do you mean anyone who tries is just as bad? No. This is pretty much I'm going against my waifu, man. I don't want to do that. Alex, you can't be... What? Alex, you can't be serious. Advance has crossed the line and we can't let it stand anymore. Sam takes both of your hands in theirs and looks at you. The tension clear in their voice. This is the most attention I got from my wife. This is the beginning of the game. This is a situation where you can pick the middle ground. Oh, okay. Advance killed our daughter, Alex. I will never ever forgive them for that, and if you can, Oh my god. Guys, she lost it. Rightly so, though. We don't blame her. She thinks their daughter is dead. Probably is, though. Then show the word hey with anything to protect. Come on. Shut up. You're right. What I've done is unforgivable. My daughter! I haven't seen over a year. Yeah, she's been away from the home. At least for a year, I guess. Relief spreads over Sam's face like a wave. Wait, she joined the fucking resistance? No way, dude. I am not gonna play some wretched video of resistance, man. No way. They collapse against you, clutching tightly. Clearly this was weighing heavily on them. You're not sure you haven't processed it fully yet, but at least you'll get through together. You'll get through it together. Oh god, that just happened. Heartfelt moment between me and my waifu. Final farewell. What is this? Last week has passed in a blur, a rush of things to do, but all immediately forgotten, your memory clouded by a dark fog. 9 days since the so-called Liberation Night and the beginning of Advanced New Future. You weren't the first ones at the church today. You were staggered by the number of people who have come to mourn with you. Everyone here for the same reason, sharing the same pain, the same sense of loss. It's written all over their faces. As much as it will be on ours, you stay away from everyone else, needing space to gather your thoughts. Your daughter, poor little Susie, gone. Sam has said little since that evening. They're still getting over the shock. But when you walk over and squeeze their hands, they squeeze back tightly. You'll get through this together. You can only imagine how awful it will be to face this alone. Guys, we're gonna get some puss tonight, man. I'm glad. I'm glad, guys. There hadn't even been a coffin to bury. Jesus. No. What the fuck? It's been a year at least? Jesus. Academic exodus. What? Oh my god. Guys? Jesus. It's a seemingly ordinary morning, but as you get into work, you find a small crowd gathering in the break room. When you go in there, grab your first cup of tea of the day, you can't help but overhear some excited chatter. You didn't hear? Yeah, another one is gone missing. What the fuck? What's that bring that total up to now? Oh, I should think over 100 at this point. They won't all have been reported or noticed yet. Sorry, what's going on? Question mark. An excited young woman turns to you and begins to explain. Another professor went missing from Queensview University. With all the other disappearances over the last year, scientists, doctors, and researchers. As we're living in Russia now. We're living in Soviet Union now. She pauses before lowering her voice to a whisper. It's clearly disrupt, targeting the people speaking out against them. Bro, are you sure about that? I haven't heard advanced are struggling to prevent further. A deep, familiar voice from behind you interrupts. What exactly is going on here? A silence overtakes the room as you all turn in unison towards the doorway. It's the boatman! Boatman clears his voice before continuing. I told you before, I don't want to hear about these so-called disappearances. Fucking boatman, man. Come on now, people. Advance have been very clear that they're nothing to worry about. Which means they're not our problem, and unless they start classing cappuccinos as intellectual, I don't think anyone here has anything to worry about. Best get back to work. Postman holds up a hand to keep you as everyone else flies out of the room. Uh-oh. I'm his best man now, guys. Right ahead, man. Look, I know you have a bit of habit of doing what you want, but things are different now. Advance runs the show, and they've made their feelings clear, so now I'm doing the same. Channel 1's official position is that the government has things well in hand. Nothing more, nothing less. Bro, you should have fucking fired me in my first day or my fucking first month, man. You should have, man. I'm gonna fucking not censor anti-government stuff again. Fuck you. But I lost my daughter, okay? Guys, I'm no longer a wage slave. Wage slave run is over, man. Alright. Nah, I'm just gonna do my boss. You know what? I mean, they locked up Jeremy, so maybe that will change my point of view. So maybe I'll become a full wage slave from the root and pro-government. Channel 1's official position is that the government has things well in hand, nothing more, nothing less. I trust I won't be here and talk about this again. He gives you a court note before leaving. It seems that for better or for worse, public ownership is now in full swing. Oh boy. Stop! Stop! Oh, oh my god. Damn. Career in the making. You drum your fingers on the steering wheel impatiently as you wait for Charlie again. Oh, my fucking kid. Nice. It's great he's enjoying the cohesion cadets and is so enthusiastic, but does he really need to stay behind every week to help? Is your Saturday evening too, after all? Finally, you see him exit the hall, a grin on his face. He became a Gestapo or some shit. You can't help but smile back, a frustration starting to fade as you see him so genuinely happy. After hugging his friends goodbye, Charlie heads over to the car and gets in, his face flushed with excitement. So how is it? You're interrupted as he can't contain himself anymore. Guess what? Alright, Charlie, calm down and tell me, what is it? So obviously the cohesion cadets become a fucking Gestapo. So obviously the cohesion cadets is a starting point for becoming a CCO. So we get a head start when applying for that. Charlie gushes, clearly keen on explaining his news, almost tripping over the words in his efforts to tell you. Well, apparently from next year, from 5% of cadets will be taken into a special program to become CCMs, Community Cohesion Managers. And guess who's gonna be in it? He beams at you. I see, and what exactly do these Community Cohesion Managers do? Question mark. Well, basically they need a new liaison team between the regular people, the CEOs and the betterment departments. And that will be us. People come to us with concerns and we will decide whether they need referrals, and if so, to which department. Cool, right? Question mark. So you're gonna be helping people report on their friends and neighbors. Well, yeah, I guess, but only the bad people. It's about helping the community, making it safer for everyone. Charlie frowns at you. You don't like the CEOs? Question mark. Or the betterment teams? I'm just worried about them having that much power, turning people against each other. You're starting to sound like people at the dance trying to help. Charlie looks at you, a serious expression on his face. Don't worry. Wait, is he gonna snitch on me? Holy fuck. Imagine, man. My daddy is a resistance supporter. Pro resistance. Get him! Don't worry, I'll make sure that everyone gets the support they need. This is a good thing for community. And the team will be able to help everyone. He nods to himself and he sits back in his seat. The mood in the car is somewhat icy for the rest of the journey home. Whatever, man. If my kid wants to become a guest stop or something, I can stop him again. It's his fucking mom's fault, man. You hope it's not a sign of where these things are going. Dumb mom, dude. I want to toast. You're surprised to find Sam in bed next to you when you wake up. They must have got in a very late night. Very late last night from drinks with the folk from school. You decide to let them sleep in and enjoy a lazy Sunday morning. With the house quiet, you decide to bring some of the breakfast into the living room to watch some TV while you eat. This is breaking news. Reports are coming in from the country that large swathes of farmland went up in flames last night as part of what authorities are calling a heinous and well-planned act of terrorism by the group known as Disrupt. Too much reading, huh? Holy shit. You drop your spoon back into the porridge and turn up the volume. In addition to food stores, which government sources have said will put a strain on universal many centers countrywide, a number of CEO and civic buildings were targeted in last night's attack. According to the Prime Minister, Julia Salisbury, specific prisons and re-education and betterment facilities were raided, and a small selection of problematic or potentially dangerous individuals were forcibly extracted from lawful custody. You hold your breath, waiting to hear if anyone got hurt. Unfortunately, it appears that the CEOs were ill and prepared for an event like this, and this shop seemed much more effective and well organized while most of the targeted locations were thankfully empty of people. Given the lateness of the hour, the betterment centers were fully staffed when they came under attack. 17 CEOs and 4 administrative staff lost their lives as a result of the brutal actions of... Excuse me guys, at this... The actions of Disrupt last night, with countless more injured, many seriously and rushed to hospital. A few Disrupt members were captured during the conflict, but the vast majority seem to have evaded capture so far. More on this story as it develops. You go to turn off the TV. But there's more. I can't talk anymore. You are interrupted by Charlie walking into the living room, bleary-eyed and with a piece of toast. Anything interesting going on? Question mark? He gestures to the TV. Immediately you leave the news on as they cycle through the story again. Charlie watches in a hushed silence. By the end of the broadcast, they are dubbing it Night of Fire. Everything's going to be okay, right? Yeah, it's all going to be fine, bud. Don't worry, bud. You done? Can read them. Okay. All right. That was a long one. Ah, my throat hurts, guys. Holy fuck. My throat. Ah. year and a half since liberation.
Alex,
Fucking man.
are you receiving?
No.
Calling. Come in, Alex. Can you hear the signal? Pick up. Alex, are you receiving?
No.
Pick up. This is Alan James. The revolution starts.
Alan James is right.
I need your help.
Alan James.
Throughout this broadcast, we want to ask you to do
Bro,
things
are you
that will
kidding me?
directly help with this mass protest. I'll be talking to you regularly tonight.
I don't care.
I'll also be hacking you when I can.
Alan James.
Please help get our message out. We're on the verge, Alex. You've always been fair and balanced in your approach to us. With your help, we can tip the balance in our favour. If you play our tape at the second break, that's when we think it will have the most impact. It's on your right.
Nah, man, I'm not gonna fucking do that. Yeah,
So what?
my wife is gonna leave me, guys.
He's a wanted criminal, Colin.
So's my nan, but she never missed her birthday.
Your grandmother's on the run, Colin.
Yeah. Armed robbery, resisting arrest, double homicide of the same bloke. She's right, laugh.
I hope he's alright, though. No.
He's got this far, and your brother was fine. Going in 10 seconds, everybody! Wonder what they're doing to him.
Annoying him, probably.
Not probably, definitely. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Go.
Good evening. This is the National Nightly News broadcasting across the territories. My name is Megan Wolf. Our top stories tonight. Future legend. It's been 40 days since Disrupt conducted multiple attacks across the territories. During the coordinated action, subsequently dubbed the Night of Fire, emergency services were kept busy at the agricultural centres, while a series of covert attacks were carried out freeing political prisoners, including former newsman Jeremy Donaldson.
What?
Nothing has been heard from the missing journalist since the violent Disrupt attack on his convoy 6 weeks ago. Donaldson was on his way back to Betterment after his notorious court appearance. All of us here at Channel 1 hope that wherever he is now, he's safe. Food glorious food,
missing, huh?
with the last of the menu centres opening in territories 5, 8 and 14 today. Advance confirmed that the programme is now in full operation, providing free food for every citizen of the new future. What started as rationing during the 20-week war has blossomed into a social contract that is the envy
Fuck
of the
it.
Jack Tractorpants, spokesman for the menu centres, said today that while they can guarantee the contents of every box is nutritious, the actual quality of the meals you cook depends on whether you have a touch of Chef Jordan Rankley or the culinary skills of a professional footballer. If I were a rich man, problems in territories 11, 17 and 22 today as striking bosses attempted to undermine their new economies. With seemingly no awareness of irony, the former CEOs and MDs have come together to form the Wealth Creators Union, with demands including a return to 150% bonuses, private jets and mandatory grovelling zones. In an annoying show of petulance, the former elites drove their luxury vehicles at 10 miles per hour up and down the motorways of their respective territories. The coordinated protest of elites inconvenienced several 100,000 of their employees. Some fun now. Signs of ever more resistance to Advance's radical policies today as popular resistance movement Disrupt extended their reach further across the territories. The organisation's emblem appeared in every major city across the territories last night in a well-coordinated publicity stunt, which has seen them dominate the headlines. Asked about the impressive display earlier today, Disrupt spokesperson Alan James said that the movement was reaching what he described as a critical mass. A poor choice of words given recent history. And an ending of sorts tonight for 3 stories we've been following. A Svilk purse out of a Svow's ear. After her pet project was seen to fail miserably last year, an undaunted Sophia Remington today announced exciting plans for the world's biggest landfill, promising there's cash in all that trash. Dubbed Big Stinky by protesting residents of nearby town Calamity, the massive hole should be perfect for disposing of surplus flards, AT cartridges and the unwanted gadgets made by talented children from across the pond. By pulling success from the fires of potential failure again, Sophia Remington ends a turbulent 2.5 years as CEO at the top of her game. Wrong, but not forgotten. The scientific community today remembers the loss of the many celebrated academics who lost their lives in a rash escape from Dante's taint 1 year ago. The costly voyage, led by David Wong, was recklessly hasty, and while a handful of survivors made it home, the casualties were considerable. Among the dead were noted prize-winning marine biologist Ingrid Svorsborg-Hågensvord and a bunch of other nerds. They will be missed. Penalty box. The notorious decline of Johnny Hamsleeves finally concluded today when Judge Randall Severity sentenced him to life for a string of violent offences, nearly all committed under the influence of alcohol. The judge described him as a man who had made some entertaining but ultimately poor choices. Johnny plans to set up a prison five-a-side team as soon as he's had the time to carve a whistle out of soap. All that, plus we'll be taking a trip to Dangly Parts for the notice board, as well as getting a sneak peek at the hottest tickets.
Uh-oh.
That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Trying!
But first, 500 days. The start of tonight's programme is dedicated to remembering and celebrating.
I forgot about that. I was actually... my ratings! If I fucking fail like that. Fucking game.
Revolution starts tonight, Alex, and we need your help. Throughout this broadcast, we're going to ask you to do things that will directly help with this mass protest. I'll be talking to you regularly tonight, and I'll also be hacking in when I can. Please help get our message out. We're on the verge, Alex. You've always been fair and balanced in your approach to us. With your help, we can tip the balance in our favour. If you play our tape at the second break, that's when we think it will have the most impact. It's on your right.
Episode of Just the Job, followed at 10 p.m. by a chance to see the very last episode of Just...
Jesus, so what?
How's he doing?
How should I know?
What, you haven't heard from him?
He's a wanted criminal, Colin.
So's my nan, but she never misses her birthday.
Your grandmother's on the run, Colin.
Yeah. Armed robbery, resisting arrest, double homicide of the same bloke. She's a right laugh.
I hope he's all right, though. No.
He's got this far, and your brother was fine. Going in 10 seconds, everybody. I wonder what they're doing to him.
Annoying him, probably.
Not probably, definitely. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening. This is the National Nightly News, broadcasting across the territories. My name is Megan Wolf. Our top stories tonight. Future legend. It's been 40 days since Disrupt conducted multiple attacks across the territories. During the coordinated action, subsequently dubbed the Night of Fire, emergency services were kept busy at the agricultural centres, while a series of covert attacks were carried out freeing political prisoners, including former newsman Jeremy Donaldson. Nothing has been heard from the missing journalist since the violent Disrupt attack on his convoy 6 weeks ago. Donaldson was on his way back to Betterment after his notorious court appearance. All of us here at Channel 1 hope that wherever he is now, he's safe. Food, glorious food. With the last of the menu centres opening in territories 5, 8 and 14 today.
Bro, Jeremy's gonna fucking rape the
now
station,
in
dude.
providing free food for every citizen
That's for
in
sure.
the near future. What
You're gonna make a
started as
comeback.
rationing during the 20-week war has blossomed into a social contract that is the end of the awakened world. Jack Trapterpants, spokesman for the menu centres, said today that while they can guarantee the contents of every box is nutritious, the actual quality of the meals you cook depends on whether you have a touch of Chef Jordan Rankley or the culinary skills of a professional footballer. If I were a rich man, problems in territories 11, 17 and 22 today as striking bosses attempted to undermine their new economies. With seemingly no awareness of irony, the former CEOs and MDs have come together to form the Wealth Creators Union, with demands including a return to 150% bonuses, private jets, and mandatory groveling zones. In an annoying show of petulance, the former elites drove their luxury vehicles at 10 miles per hour up and down the motorways of their respective territories. The coordinated protest of elites inconvenienced several 100,000 of their employees. Some fun now. Signs of ever more resistance to advance's radical policies today, as popular resistance movement Disrupt extended their reach further across the territories. The organisation's emblem appeared in every major city across the territories last night in a well-coordinated publicity stunt, which has seen them dominate the headlines. Asked about the impressive display earlier today, Disrupt spokesperson Alan James said that the movement was reaching what he described as a critical mass. A poor choice of words given recent history. And an ending of sorts tonight for 3 stories we've been following. A Svilk purse out of a Sval's ear. After her pet project was seen to fail miserably last year, an undaunted Sophia Remington today announced exciting plans for the world's biggest landfill, promising there's cash in all that trash. Dubbed Big Stinky by protesting residents of nearby town Calamity, the massive hole should be perfect for disposing of surplus flards, AT cartridges, and the unwanted gadgets made by talented children from across the pond. By pulling success from the fires of potential failure again, Sophia Remington ends a turbulent 2.5 years as CEO at the top of her game. Wrong, but not forgotten. The scientific community today remembers the loss of the many celebrated academics who lost their lives in a rash escape from Dante's taint 1 year ago. The costly voyage, led by David Wong, was recklessly hasty, and while a handful of survivors made it home, the casualties were considerable. Among the dead were noted prize-winning marine biologist Ingrid Svorsborg-Horgensvoord and a bunch of other nerds. They will be missed. Penalty box.
Nerds, am I right?
Of Johnny Hammond finally concluded today, when Judge Randall Severity sentenced him to life for a string of violent offences, nearly all committed under the influence of alcohol. The judge described him as a man who had made some entertaining but ultimately poor choices. Johnny plans to set up a prison five-a-side team as soon as he's had the time to carve a whistle.
I better not fuck it up.
All that,
After
plus we'll be taking a trip to
break.
Dangly Parks for the notice board, as well as getting a sneak peek at the hottest ticket in town. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
I'm trying, game. Shut up, man. What?
But first, 500 days after the loss of a fine leader and a great man, the start of tonight's programme is dedicated to remembering and celebrating the life of Peter Clement. Patrick Bannon is live from Parliament Park, where Julia Salisbury will be breaking ground on what will soon be a memorial garden in Peter's honour. Patrick.
Listening to that old bitch lying through her teeth about missing that poor bastard.
Patrick.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
We're live.
Because I'm not being funny. Things were better with Peter, weren't they?
Patrick.
They were, and I don't mind saying it. They were, because he held her back. But now there's no stopping her.
Hello, Patrick, we're
Of
live.
course, can't say that, can I, Francis? No, not with public ownership. No, with public ownership, you can't say anything these days.
There.
Now, she's lost it, mate. She's completely off the rocker. I heard from an aide that... Hello, Megan, you join me here live from the what? Oh.
There for a moment. Well, we will be going live to that groundbreaking ceremony just as soon as we can get Patrick back. Meanwhile, let me just say, I think the memorial gardens are going to be gorgeous. I've had a sneak peek at the designs, and Alana Marsh has done a fabulous job. Oh, OK, all right, it seems like we have got the signal back. We can now go live to Patrick Bannon in Parliament Park. Patrick.
Thank you, Megan. I'm Patrick Bannon, and we are indeed live here. Apologies for the technical difficulties there, but any moment now, Julia Salisbury will step out on stage
Alex, Bozeman here. The boys in editing have just informed me that the eulogy footage isn't fully cut together yet. You're going to have to do it on the fly. For goodness sake, make sure you make it look good.
Slowly gathering since this
Yeah, man, I got it, man. Of course.
You can undermine them here and help us win hearts and minds.
Shut up. I don't care, man. Shut up, man. I'm still a wagie.
And it seems like the ceremony is getting underway. Here is Prime Minister Julia Salisbury, the picture of eloquence, to begin her address.
Good evening, fellow teammates and friends. 500 days ago,
My Prime
all our
Minister
lives changed irrevocably. Still reeling from the triumphs and tribulations of Liberation Night, another great loss befell the people of these newly united territories. The loss of a leader, a statesman, a dear friend, and a hero. Peter Gordon Clement.
Peter's death at the age of just 62, of course, announced by the team on the 24th of December, just 6 weeks after Liberation Night.
Born to a working-class family on a housing estate in Rotherham, Peter first trained as a carpenter before getting his start on television. First moving and building scenery, and then developing into the personality that we all knew and loved so much.
Just the Job first hit our screens over 25 years ago, running for 11 series, winning multiple awards, and charming audiences up and down the country.
Peter taught us, all of us, not to be content with the way things are, not to accept inequities, no matter how small. But he also taught us what it took to fight them. Courage, integrity, empathy, and hard, bloody graft.
Across a career spanning 3 decades, Peter Clement was known for shows including Wake Up, It's Saturday, and much later, late-night chat show Peaky, which at its peak drew millions of viewers.
Peter was by no means a saint. Trust me, he once told me he had more regrets than he'd had stolen dinners. He always did have a knack for a turn of phrase. But it speaks to the strength of his character that he chose to share with us his mistakes alongside his achievements, his faults as well as his talents.
It's hard, dude.
Peter had the heart to give it all he had for the people of these united territories.
Famous for his potty mouth, it's estimated conservatively that Peter Clement uttered over 1.5 million swear words during his career, though some sources put this figure well in excess of 2 million F-bombs alone.
Gripped by illness as he was in the weeks and months leading up to Liberation Night,
what the fuck?
But his eyes still twinkled with a familiar joy for life, that spark of wit and wisdom of a life lived for others.
Prime Minister Clement, of course, died from apparent liver failure after suffering from the long-term effects of alcohol abuse.
I first met Peter nearly 20 years ago, moments before I was supposed to give a speech, not unlike this one, actually. Only I'd spilt coffee all down myself, and I was young, nervous, desperate to be liked, and from behind me I heard, "Christ, pet, you've either pissed your kecks or sprung a leak, but either way you got a problem." And before I could even say a word, he'd stripped off his dry trousers and insisted I took them. That was the sort of man that Peter Clement was. Kind, compassionate, sensitive, a brilliant thinker, a natural leader, but mostly a good man. This glorious nation of ours, so beautiful and new, this shining beacon.
Maybe you could edit more in our favour next time.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
We have another chance to control the impression the public gets. You'll know when, Alex.
The future he forged, the boundaries he pushed. To me, he'll always be the man in his pants cheering on a stranger at the back of the conference. It is my great honour to give to you the Peter Clement Memorial Garden. Shall we see if we can get a countdown going? Everyone with me? 10, 9.
Uh-oh. Something's gonna happen.
Now, Alex, control the message.
Oh.
Come with me. Don't panic. Help us here. Look. We're gonna help you. We need a medic here.
Well, stop resisting then. Stop resisting and we'll let you up.
Not resisting! Ah! Fuck
What are you doing?
Not resisting! You saw! Not resisting!
I am the Prime Minister, and if I give you an order, you will damn well follow it. Do you understand?
Night News, you have the right to be here.
Understand?
I said turn the fucking camera off.
Shut up, bitch.
Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
No. We shouldn't. Oh, it's Patrick Bannon too.
Medics are coming. You sit down.
I can't hear you. I'm from the National Nightly News.
Well, then you can consider this payback.
Maybe I shouldn't show this shit. Bozeman, you want me to fucking play these?
You are guilty of the murder of more than 10 million people. You're armed.
Target armed.
Haven't you done enough? Look around you. This is what your precious freedom looks like, is it? Under fire!
People of territory, one, rise up! Take to the streets, the time has come! Stop fires, break windows, draw them out! They can't stop us all!
Nah, man.
Location secure. Jerry, can't you see?
Oh.
Turn that off, I said, please turn that off.
Wait.
Scenes from the capital there exclusively on the
They
national.
were playing, man. PM was playing.
Viewers who might have found this evening's events upsetting, but at the national.
I actually like what's going on.
Unedited truth as it happens, and we make no apology for that. We'll update you on the latest from this disrupt attack later in the program.
Please.
But when we come back, it's time for happier pursuits, and you know what that means by now. Don't go away. We'll be back after this.
That didn't go so well, Alex.
For the crew, okay?
But we can turn it around in the next segment.
Distance from the unit base.
Stop calling me, man. Please, man.
It's different tonight.
What is this?
Big one.
Great. So there's a revolution happening outside, and we're after dangly fucking parts.
That's journalism, apparently. Can we get set for the next sequence?
Huh? Oh yeah, we're playing the fucking ads.
What do we got around? We got tons of throws.
I got an A+, guys. That's pretty good, actually. It was an easy segment.
Oh, doorways.
No, thrones!
Thrones.
Thrones! We've got all sorts of crazy stuff to bling your experience. You want it in gold? We've got it in gold. We've got gold-plated strawberries, gold-plated bikes, gold-plated cars, gold-plated helicopter, gold-plated jet planes. We've got gold-plated gold! We gold-plated, we melt it back down, we gold-plated again. Gold! Gold! Gold!
Alex, during this next section, a cameraman working in the newsroom who's one of us is going
What?
to get a coded location out. We don't know yet which camera he's on, but if we find out, I'll let you know. Just keep your eyes out for the fist and try and keep it on the air for at least 5 seconds. Our operatives will do the rest.
This is your new makeup artist, Craig.
No.
What?
No.
10 seconds, everybody. Sorry, Craig. It's a no. Okay, we are going in 5, 4, 3.
I love her, by the way.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News with me, Megan Wolfe. Very shortly, we'll be heading on over to the final episode of what has quickly become a hugely successful feature, the notice board. But before we do, let's chat with Philippa Radon. Tell me, why do you think the public love the notice board so much?
It's real. There, I said it. It connects with people. You know, people look at us and they say, those are real people struggling with real problems.
That's a really interesting point.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying to my PA secretary as I got out the limo, I was saying, it's good for people to see normal, authentic people like them on TV.
People like you.
Yeah, precisely.
Right.
Unfortunately, then I was interrupted by some dreadful wretch who wanted an autograph, but a swift kicking from security soon put him back in line.
Yes, well, I think it's really good that our screens are filled with such relatable stories. So the notice board is coming to an end after a sensational time at the top. What do you think has made this show so successful?
Oh, it's a combination of so many things. My hard work, my talent, my look.
Wow, we really have a lot to thank you for.
Hey. You're welcome.
We just heard. Our man's on camera for.
I have a real sense of responsibility now. You know, a sense I've been entrusted.
Fuck you, man. I'm not gonna do that.
And that I should use that platform for good.
Yeah, I think that's really important, that we should use this platform to do good in the world. I agree.
That's exactly it. So I've decided to help as many underprivileged children as I can.
You blew that one, Alex. You there. See if you can get a message to...
Better access to education, or, you know, reducing child poverty.
Oh, no, by adopting as many as I can get my hands on.
Oh, okay. How many children have you adopted?
Oh, we're well into the double figures now, Megan. I stopped counting in the late 30s.
Goodness, that is a lot of children.
Yeah, once we finish putting them into the guest room, I'll have to put a futon in the laundry cupboard.
Oh, you really are some sort of hero.
Hey, I live a privileged life. What can I say? I mean, any child I can take on is a child rescued from suffering.
Poor children. Were their lives really that bad before?
Oh, they're Northerns, I presume so.
Okay.
Yeah, it's shocking to think, actually, that only 1 in 10,000 children have a celebrity parent.
I'd never thought of it that way.
Well, I'm doing everything I can to fix those numbers.
What do you think it is about your life that's so desirable, then?
Well, it's mainly shame and panic interspersed with expensive bottled water, so actually, if anyone wants to, I'd happily trade.
Now that I can relate to. Right, you better go off and get ready. That was Philippa Radin sharing some thoughts about her lifestyle. I think it's really important to stay grounded and keep everything in perspective. Clearly, not everyone else agrees, but that's enough for me. Let's go now over to Dangly Parts for the final ever episode of the notice board.
What a day! First to
Oh, fuck.
and now to post this notice. I don't know how I managed to cope with it all. Oh wait, perhaps I do. Oh! By St. Barnabas, what on earth is all this?
Freeze, dirtbag!
Oh, Laura, it's you. I thought for a moment you were a knife-wielding mugger or stabber.
Ha! No, I'm afraid not. It's just me, a community cohesion officer, responsible for keeping crime at record lows.
Of course. I keep forgetting that thanks to you and your colleagues, violence on our streets is a thing of the past.
What's all this, Vicar?
I know! It's a disgrace. Somebody has defaced...
We've managed to get the location code out through back channels. All you need to do is give them the go code. Give them 3 booze in...
I can't hear the fucking show. Shut up, man.
3 booze, Alex.
Careful, Vicar. It looks heavy.
Ha! They don't call me the Right Reverend. Ripped for no reason.
You missed it.
Well, shut up.
It's no good.
It looks like all those crucifix classes were a waste of time.
Perhaps you, a young CCO, would be able to move it.
Oh, you're fucking us, Alex.
Looks like all those lifting classes were a waste of time.
It's too heavy, even for me, a strong and capable
Why
woman.
won't you help us?
Surely there's
We're outnumbered. We're outgunned. What's wrong with you?
Did someone call for the best firefighter in town? Hi!
Well done, Captain Evans. You're so much stronger than us.
Especially me, the weak old man.
It's the least I could do for my community.
I hit something. And register. What's happening?
No luck catching the little devil then?
Unfortunately not. The ferret struck again last night. When Ray opened the post office this morning, he found that every single stamp had been pre-licked.
My God! Some people have no decency.
Sadly, if we don't catch him before tomorrow, we may have to cancel the village fete.
Don't worry, we won't let that happen. Will we, Vicar?
No, no, no. Laura, tell me, why do they call him the ferret?
Some say it's because of his sneaky nature, but really it's because whenever he strikes, he always leaves behind the foul stench of urine.
Never fear, officer. We'll catch this pissy nuisance and save the village fete, or my name's not Captain Danger Evans. The community cohesion team are doing their best, but they simply don't have the smarts to solve this mystery. But I know someone who does. Someone who's about to blow this thing wide open. Me! Blackout!
Ah, it's the morning of the village fete, thanks to theatrical convention.
I sure hope everything goes to plan. Oh, look! There's Mrs. Craven setting up her cake stall.
And look, there's the motorcycle display team setting up for a show that would be far too expensive for live television.
I'm going to set up the coconut shy. What are you doing, Vicar?
First, I'm running the tombola. Then I'll be selling forgiveness for money.
Aren't you judging the jams?
I couldn't possibly.
Well, that sounded like Mrs. Craven. Looks like someone sucked all the jam out of her donuts.
That damn ferret has struck
Didn't I hit
again.
that?
Whatever are we to do?
I'm messing it up.
I'm very competent. I have no idea how to solve this case.
I guess we'll just have to cancel the fete.
Hold it right there, ferret.
Me? Have you been drinking from the fire extinguishers again?
Not you, the vicar.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Admit it. You wanted the village fete cancelled so you could have the day off, didn't you?
I already have to work Sundays. I shouldn't have to work 2 days a week.
But how did you know?
Well, my first clue was the smell.
Yes, I do smell of urine.
Next, I noticed that the vicar's tongue was particularly dry, almost as if he'd been licking thousands and thousands of stamps.
Or perhaps eating Mrs. Craven's baking.
Which brings me on to my third clue. The vicar said that he had no more room for jam.
Almost as if he'd had his fill.
Precisely.
But you managed to figure it all out from that?
Well, I also found this at the scene.
What was that?
That proves nothing. No!
Get him out of here, officer!
You did it, Captain. You could say you ferreted him out.
Hey, let's go and have a party in my massive garden. I am doing well.
Thanks to you, we're all doing well. Well, that was it. The final ever episode of the Notice Board.
God.
And what a way to end it. Thank you as always to Jeff, Philippa and Tommy. After the break, we'll be both dancing and learning. So don't change that channel. We'll be right back.
That's the ads. Well done, everybody.
What a brilliant run, eh?
Alex, this is important. Tonight is our one chance. Please, please play our ad.
I've got 4 kinds of sausage. Hey, you. You coming to the after party? Oh, for...
Nutritious food is a basic human right. That's why the wonderful, locally sourced food we provide at our universal menu centres ensures every member of your team is getting the vital vitamins and minerals.
You got a B? I don't know. I made a couple. Yeah, I should be only accounted for only one while switching cameras.
Please, Sarah, anything.
Hey, Mum, I'm really not supposed to say.
Are we safe?
Hi, I'm Maddie. Jenny just said to ask if you need a touch-up.
Did she? That's my shade, is it?
Yeah.
This is my shade? You can run back to Jenny now. Sorry about that, Sarah. Nothing you can tell me. At all, like at all.
They've said no one's died, that's all I can say. 10 seconds.
What's wrong with you?
She is in tears.
Ugh.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later in this segment, we're hoping to be able to go back to Patrick Bannon at the scene of tonight's shocking Disrupt attack. But first, I'm delighted to be joined by the cast of the smash hit musical everyone is talking about. I'll be speaking with the cast in a moment, but first, let's take a look at them in action. Please give a warm National Nightly welcome to the Novaries.
Hello? Doctor? Yes, I see. Thank you for letting me know. I have a decent life. I'm a happy, loving wife. And my job is well paid and fulfilling. I have a husband, John. He's due home soon, won't be long. And I have to tell him something that is absolutely chilling. We share coffee in the morning, and we make love every day. We take time alone together to talk and laugh and play. We prioritize our needs.
Something's happening.
Charitable deeds, but the flowers of a happy life are
There's a small shake.
I'm home. Oh, darling John. Oh, dearest John. There's something very wrong. I've just had a conversation with our doctor, David Wan, so please be seated. This news will make you feel defeated. The scans revealed a lump. You poor unlucky chump. Is it cancer? Worse, oh, John. We're having a baby.
How can this be?
Oh, woe is me.
Why has this happened to me? I always wear 2 condoms for the maximum of safety.
In our tiny flat, we built a peaceful habitat. Now our lives are fucked, we're having a baby. Now you can't have any wine at book club.
And there won't be any time for foot rubs.
Now your hair will stink of weed.
And you'll start to disagree.
And forget about that holiday in Territory 3. No more waking up at 10:30. In fact, you're never going to get a good night's sleep again. No more snap decisions to go on to a club. You'll be lucky if you even make it out to the pub. Why can't we be more like our gay and lesbian chums?
The only glue they have to deal with comes from personal bums.
Now when I take a sick day at home,
The parasite won't leave you alone.
how he's grown.
We're our top priority.
I look after you, and you look after me. Ain't no trouble and strife, we got a childless life. No one wails and no one woes. No one draws things on the walls.
A happy husband,
A wonderful wife,
we got a childless life.
we're having a baby. streets daily. We're having a baby. No more weekends by the coast. Now your kid is uppermost. It's more than a passing craze to have childless days.
We're having a baby.
Food and drink thrown everywhere. Death trap toys at the top of the stairs. Every parent prays to have childless babies.
We're having a baby.
No more spas and no more we're having a baby. 18 years on bills at least. Time for a whole new phase. These
We're having a
childless
baby.
One more thing before the show begins. Have you considered that you might be having twins?
Amazing. The Novaries there, treating us to their opening number from Elegy for a Childless Life, which is currently the hottest ticket in the Capital Theatre District, and will be touring the territories later this year.
Right then, come on, you got.
Come on down, let's go, don't be shy. Hello. Hi, Megan.
Hi. It's an honour to be here.
Oh, really? Are you fans of the show?
Yes.
Used to be. Well, listen, let's get stuck in. Your amazing musical. Now, I mean, not only do you perform this show every single night,
with matinees on Wednesday and Saturday.
right, but you're also the show's creators, am I right?
Well, everyone contributed their ideas, and then some of us went away and did the actual work on the script. But no, it's very much a team effort.
Oh, that's fantastic. How rude of me. I've not introduced any of you. I'll be the one being replaced next. Let's go down the line, shall we?
Hi, I'm Jack.
Jim Blunt. Pleasure to be here.
Jennifer Boreham Woodley.
Hello, I'm John Sapley. Used to be in the business professionally.
My name's Jill, with a J.
And I'm Janet. I'm the youngest.
That's incredible. And you were all friends previously. I mean, what a coincidence, right? with your names beginning with a J.
Oh my goodness, guys! Our names all begin with J.
How have we never noticed that?
Because you haven't typed them out 1,000 times, maybe?
You knew? Why didn't you say anything?
I thought we all knew. It's bloody obvious, isn't it? I just thought we were doing a funny thing where we never mentioned it.
And I believe as well as being friends, you're also couples, you know, in real life as well as in the show.
Well, not exactly.
No. I'm not married to him. I'm with Janet.
And I'm with John, you lucky bean.
Jim and I are married.
Why are you staring?
Well, that must make for some confusion in the rehearsal room.
Well, you should have seen the first draft. Jen decided that Jack would play Jim, I would play Jack, Jen Janet, Jill Jen, Janet Jill.
What about John?
Well, my character was originally just called Man 1.
It was allegorical.
It was very confusing.
Not for a professional.
After much toing and froing.
And gnashing and wailing.
And gin and tonic.
We decided that we'd just use our own names, which is less truthful.
We're also less likely to go into the wrong dressing rooms.
Oh, God, yeah, that would be very embarrassing, wouldn't it?
Of course, when I first wrote it, we were only meant to run for a few nights at the Mimbley Village Hall, but when I registered it with the Department for Culture, it caught the eye of someone high up, and before you could say overnight sensation, we were transferring to the capital.
It's all been a bit of a roller coaster, really. I'm only 19. I'm the youngest.
You really don't have to repeat that.
I had to give up my job as a mortuary technician.
Well, yes, we all had to move to the capital.
I love that job.
It's been a very turbulent time.
So peaceful, no singing.
This piece isn't political.
Stand by, Alex. Censor the orange.
It's about children. And why you shouldn't have them.
In a way, I guess it is political, with a small p. After all, we are a solid unit, and eagle-eyed audience members will see we nod our heads to advance on stage throughout. and we target the messaging at women aged 22, well, about 35, as they're the most likely to be afflicted by this terrible problem.
Terrible problem.
Having children.
Well, you understand, Megan.
You clearly agree.
This isn't about me. Of course, we see that there are advantages to a family unit, but eagle-eyed couples watch as the little parasites advance on their lives, and there's no time to play the guitar, get through a book, or watch a movie. They're exhausted, passed out on the couch by 20 to 9, for God's sake.
You're very chatty tonight, dear.
Usually I'm the chatty one, because...
You're the youngest, we know. It's not a badge of honour, Janet.
Janet, please, Jennifer. Oh, well said, John. Thanks, Janet. Got you back.
So could you just tell us what is the play about? What happens in it?
Well,
go ahead.
It's a tragedy, obviously. Jennifer, myself, and John have their child, and then the story charts the downfall of their hopes and dreams.
And there's lots of singing.
And dancing.
A lot.
My character works at a menu centre for a distribution unit. Eagle-eyed, she sees her friend's rapid advance to a pit of despair. Becoming a target for children's TV advertising at the age of 22, she decides to
Fucking
take drastic
game, dude.
action. I can't really say more, though. I probably said too much
Yes.
already.
Let's not spoil the second act for anyone who might come to see it.
Which should be all of you. For too long, we've been told that a life without children is somehow incomplete, that children are a blessing. Well, I've done the research, and they're not. Besides, there's already loads of bastards running around all over the place, so...
We just want people to have the option of a happy, child-free life without stigma. You know, when I was 14, before I had come out,
Something's gonna happen.
I had an experience with a girl.
Oh, whoa!
called Jane Jacobs. She was an experiment, I guess, you know, a chance to dip my toes into the...
Fascinating. Well, thank you all so much for coming in tonight. I really hope you keep them dancing in the aisles for many performances to come. The Nova is there. And I am pleased to say we can now go back to Patrick Bannon to get the latest from the scene of tonight's horrific events. Patrick, are you okay?
Thank you, Megan. This is Patrick Bannon reporting from the scene of tonight's devastating and symbolic attack tonight this evening. An attack which I myself have been found myself caught up in. I'm still a little dazed and a little deaf, Megan. So I hope you'll forgive me if I seem that it's time to speak.
Guys, I gotta
to the Prime
fucking
Minister.
play the cassette.
Mrs. Salisbury, that's you.
I'm gonna do
You're
it.
still here. The Prime Minister.
I couldn't leave, not when there were people that needed help. Any team player would have done the same.
Where did they go in with one, guys?
Yes, no accolades here. Or Palisades. Or lemonade. Right. So, is the situation now, are we safe?
Yes, the security services performed their duties without hesitation, and I would like to assure the public that although there have been some injuries, there were no civilian deaths here this evening.
Oh, that's good news about the Sorry, did you say no deaths?
That's right, no civilian deaths. Just the 4 disrupt terrorists curtailed by law enforcement, who were, as always, so
Definitely.
cohesive. If I may, I have a message for your viewers.
Of course, the camera, there's the speak there, on the camera there.
Stay at home tonight. Do not become another casualty of war. Disrupt have had their moment, but as the dear departed Peter Clements once famously said, it ends today.
Thank you, Prime Minister, for those strong words of strength. Back to the studio. Megan, now in the studio with Megan Wolf now.
Patrick Bannon there, bravely reporting from the front line of tonight's horrifying bombing. Maybe you need to get checked out, Patrick. Well, that brings us to the end of tonight's National Nightly News, but before we go, one final thought. Throughout the programme tonight, we've been receiving reports of disrupt activities throughout the territories. Through a series of coordinated attacks, these terrorists are attempting to undermine Advance's vital work. However, sources at team headquarters have told us that this placid revolution was not only predicted, but allowed to happen. Our government have lured disrupt out from the shadows, and they are not the overwhelming force they would have you believe. The military have been actioned, and, well, it's pretty scary out there tonight, so stay at home and stay with Channel 1, because the team has assured this programme that the turbulence will
It's hard.
and we can once again focus our minds on building a new future with equality, fairness and resources for all. My name is Megan Wolf. Let's make tomorrow better.
God, I'm leading to the roof. Set up the rocket launcher. Let's silence the monster. Look over the window, Alex. Watch the tower. Under the city, they wouldn't pay for a sound. Come on with that launcher. Please, sir. That's too long. That's too long. They're fine, sir. Take cover. God. It's all.
I played your tape. I played your tape. No way! What? I made a small mistake, probably. I was doing so well. Alright, we're gonna get in the pro-government ending again. Oh my god. Oh my god! Ads.
Success deal! Mrs. Neal loves money. What do you love?
I love money.
Here, buy yourself something nice. Buy yourself something twice as nice. Buy yourself something thrice as nice. Get yourself down and take some money from Crazy Neal. Pamper yourself and spend, spend, spend. Mrs. Neal, come on in. Tell them about our thrones.
Got big thrones.
Big thrones for big butts. Here, have some money. And the more you spend, the more you save. We've got bigger thrones. Mansion thrones. Thrones you can throw at stones. Stones as big as thrones. What do we got?
Thrones.
We got tons of thrones. We got thrones to put in your hallway, to put in your stowaway, to put in your doorway. What do we got?
Oh, doorways.
No, thrones.
Thrones.
Thrones. We've got all sorts of crazy stuff to bling your experience. You want it in gold? We've got it in gold. We've got gold-plated strawberries, gold-plated bikes, gold-plated cars, gold-plated helicopter, gold-plated jet plane. We've got gold-plated gold. We gold-plate it, we melt it back down, we gold-plate it again. Gold. 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 Mrs. Neal, what can we give them?
Gold.
Yeah, she loves gold, she likes the feel of gold, she likes the taste of gold. So come on down and feel the gold. You might be taking a moment in the bedroom and having some intimate family time. We've got gold sheets. What else we got?
Oh, we got a chaise long.
She likes it long, I give it to her long. Yeah! Mrs. Neal, come and take this away and spend it.
I can manage that.
25 years in the biz and it hasn't been better. Come on down, because the missus needs new knockers.
Remington's Fist. I'm Brad.
And I'm Janet, the Vice President of International Sales.
Regional Director of
And we're here to talk to you about the Remington's Fist Future Leaders Program. Remington's Fist is now so successful, it buys another company on average every 12 seconds.
Like this traditional butcher shop, or this family-owned bakery. Remington's Fist is now more powerful and populated than some small countries. So there's never been a better time to join us.
The Future Leaders Program can help you reach your full potential.
And after just 8 years service, you're practically guaranteed a position at one of Remington's Fist's up-and-coming new sectors.
There's human effluence disengagement, stationary enumeration, the Treasury, or defense.
Or join our ever-growing litigation team.
Those injured children are going to cease and desist themselves.
The opportunities are really great. Like, I've actually been working here only 9 years, and I'm really close to being made head of the program.
We're doing so well, we can basically have our pick of applicants. So the standard is pretty high.
So, join the Remington's Fist Future Leaders today.
It really is one of the best graduate opportunities around. And I would know. I'm head of the program.
Oh shit, here we go. Oh god.
Introducing the new luxurious La Deleur range, only from Eye of the Beholder. Eye of the Beholder. Deep glossy shine for a top coat that can't be chipped and can't be matched. Yes, we're still going. No more touch-ups or pit stops. Just intense colour that lasts and lasts.
She's dead.
Only La Deleur gives you high-impact colour with new shape technology that locks in colour for not 1, not 2, but 24 years. Nothing is eternal. The revolutionary formula that dries in moments. The clock is ticking. For colour that works long after you've stopped. Death comes for us all. The new La Deleur range, only from Eye of the Beholder. Because life is worthless, death is inevitable, and once you're gone, it will all be for naught.
Thank you.
Be a part of something that puts the exclusive into exclusive with this truly limited collection. The Joy of Privilege is the only weekly collectible that isn't afraid to discriminate. Simply send in your birth certificate, a lock of hair and a cassette tape of yourself speaking correctly, and you too could join the privileged few.
Well, things are going pretty well for us. Sales are through the roof. So we thought what better way to celebrate than to go back to where it all started. Unnecessary collections and companion magazines.
Join today and you could receive a private education, an unbearable sense of entitlement, and your own middle initials. And if you call now, you'll also get this overconfidence in your abilities and a bottle of red wine flavoured diazepam. The Joy of Privilege gives you everything you need for an unearned start in life. Use it to land a job, avoid prison, and get favourable health outcomes. Have your secretary's assistant call the housekeeper or have the maid send the boy. You really can't afford to wait, even though you really can afford to wait. The Joy of Privilege. Probably not for you. Pleasure Corps is no longer a corporation, but a large series of small legal entities which all live below the assets and wealth threshold.
The team should be your #1 priority. But families are important too, and putting food on their table is a responsibility that, for too long, has been much harder for some than others. Unlike Disrupt, the team believes that tasty, nutritious food is a basic human right. That's why the wonderful, locally sourced food we provide at our Universal Menu Centres ensures every member of your team is getting the vital vitamins and minerals they deserve. Of course, not everybody wants that. Only last week, Disrupt terrorists burned farms across the territories. They destroyed food meant for your table. The radicals want you to starve, but we'll make sure you won't. Everyone gets the same generous entitlement at the menu centres because, like you, Advance believe all our needs are equal. From a healthy breakfast to a home-cooked dinner, the team is always at your table. Minimally packaged, lovingly prepared, and absolutely free. Isn't that how you've always wanted food to be? Universal Menu Centres, because teams don't thrive on empty stomachs.
Who's Katie?
My name is Katie Brightman.
Wait, we know her.
I'm an economist and commentator. You've probably seen me on the news talking about Advance. and how progressive their policies are. Well, I was wrong, and I'm here tonight to say I'm sorry and to beg for your forgiveness. My parents are not rich. My mother was a nurse and my father worked in a factory. I was the first member of my family to go to university. But I always envied my friends who had so much more. Over the years, my jealousy grew. So when Advance came to power, I didn't think about the damage they would do. I acted selfishly. I was glad to see the rich punished. I didn't see how backwards Advance were. I didn't understand that rather than tearing down the wealth creators, we should have been helping everyone else to take a seat at their table. Under Advance, the country is poorer. It is poorer in ambition. It is poorer in aspiration. We are infantilized by Advance's naive policies. Policies born from absurd, redistributive fantasies. I have whored myself out to the media to defend the indefensible. I have betrayed my parents. I see that now. Mum, Dad, I'm sorry.
Mama.
Our only hope, the only hope, now lies with Disrupt.
That was a video. That was nothing, dude. Okay. Continue! I can't wait to read a bunch of shit. And be out of breath. Here we go. Important review. You arrive at work a little early despite a stressful journey and you still aren't quite sure of everything that happened, though. There's a swarm of the CEOs all over the building, if anything to go by. This isn't just a Channel 1 matter. This is confirmed when you're informed you need to speak to Bosman immediately that are escorted to his office. You sit nervously outside waiting for your boss. A few minutes later, the boss man arrives, disheveled and with a stern-looking CCO in tow. Oh yes, Winston, good. This is Specialist Abelst. She will be observing this interview. Please come inside and take a seat. The ruddy-faced man bustles into his office and leaves the door open for you to follow. The few minutes you've been here before, it was immaculate with everything in its proper place. Not so today. It must be serious for Bosman to be this flustered. So Alex, do you know why you're here today? Bosman's eyes are sharp and his gaze is fixed on your face from across the desk. Abel is standing behind you, out of the side, but definitely not out of mind. I assume to do with what happened with the shop last night? What happened last night was nothing short of culmination of a heinous and outrageous campaign of terror that the shop has been reaping on his nation and its territories. Bosman shoots a glance behind you and your left, where your CCO observer is standing, and it is of course our duty to root out this rot whenever we find it, to prevent anything like last night happening ever again. I've been asked by Advance to perform interviews with all staff members involved and will be submitting a personal review of your performance. But during the incident in question throughout your time here, this can only end well. He shoots at you a quick smile. Don't worry, it will be all fine. Arranging some papers? Bosman clears his throat and begins. Obviously, a lot have happened last night and I have a number of interviews to conduct today, so I'd rather none of them take any longer than necessary. Please be brief. concise and clear in your answers? Not. So let's start at the beginning of the broadcast and you work our way through. After the attack in the memorial, you seem to have portrayed the terrorist in a quite sympathetic light. Why? What the fuck, bitch? I didn't. I saw what was happening, the news. That's our job, right? Of course, and with everything in flux, you wouldn't know what would happen next. I'm starting to do the best you could, Alex. I always do. Bozeman scribbles some notes down and noise of his pen scratching into the notepad, punctuated only by a constant tick-tock on his ornate clock. Hopefully this will go over soon. A loud creak breaks the growing silence as Bozeman leans back in his chair. The tape of the poor Miss Brightman. Why did you play it? Help me understand why you played that tape. As you meet his gaze, you're almost surprised to see an earnest concern in the old man's eyes. Guys, my choices matter. Seems like the news, isn't that what we do? Show the news? You watch as Bozeman slowly cleans his glasses before answering. Well, at the end of the day, you chose to do it, Alex. I don't know if I have done the same in your shoes, but I think it's clear enough you thought it was the right thing to do, and that's all we can ask of you. I don't like this. He clears his throat and leans forward again, a smile once again on his face. I believe that's all I had for you, anyhow. Thank God it's over. Oh God. I got a lot more interviews ahead of me, and so we will leave it there for now, Winston. Bozeman looks questioningly at the CCO, but by the time you've turned around, the moment has passed. Thankfully, the subs were thwarted last night, so we're still strong on the air. We're still strong and on the air. You can get back to work now. You're dismissed. Well, you knew there will be consequences. They crush disrupt? Jesus, stop! Oh my God. It's been a year? Banquet for some. It's your anniversary and this year you got a plan. A week away could be just what the doctor ordered for you and Sam, but it won't be cheap. Fucking rich, kinda. Sam's worth every penny. Sam still hasn't forgotten that missed anniversary, but you have not made that mistake again in the 3 years since. Damn Bozeman. With the trip booked, you even took today off so you could go all out and cook a nice meal from scratch. Fancy. Sam's going to love it. They should be here in a moment. Even you and Chris seem to be on the same page for the first time in years. Fuck Chris. Maybe it's been long enough for them to forgive you, or perhaps they decided they were unfair to ask you, but either way, you are grateful for newfound peace. Corpo! They even help you clean up the house today, so when Sam gets back from work, it will be pristine. You hear keys in the lock and put the final touches in place. As Sam steps into the hallway. You're waiting in the doorway to the kitchen, dressed to the nines and acting as nonchalant as possible. Alex? What are all this? Oh my God, did you clean? And what's the smell? Question mark. They give you a quick kiss, and as they step past you to the kitchen where the banquet is laid out, candles lit, with Chris and Charlie standing there quietly grinning. Oh my God, Alex! Happy anniversary, Sam. Happy anniversary comes from the chorus from two cheerleaders as Sam turns to you, smiling with the tears in their eyes. Alex, it's perfect! Sam rushes over and kisses you softly, only breaking off when you get a less than subtle cough from Charlie. So I got officially... Wait, what? That's Charlie. So I got officially accepted into the Community Cohesion Management Program, Charlie blurts out. And that's our cue. Come on, Charlie. Time for us to go. Have fun, you two. Chris, thank you. Sincerely. I say. You're welcome. Now should I go get our own dinner? You can grill Charlie when he's back. Tomorrow as in, not tonight. See ya. With a wink, they finish ushering Charlie out of the house. You pull out Sam's chair for them. What's gonna happen, guys? Why, thank you, Sam says, taking a seat and grinning at you. So Charlie's been busy. They shake their head as you take your own seat opposite them. Tomorrow, for now, you really didn't have to do all this, Alex. I know, I wanted to. I love you, Sam. I love you too, they breathe, admiring the panoply of food you have prepared for them. Now, where on earth do I begin? They laugh as you pour the first glass of champagne of the evening. You're really lucky to have such a wonderful family. Who could ask for more? Jesus! Whoa! Jump down. Years now. Everything's ready. You and Sam's been trying to watch Bullet Man for years, but you missed it in cinemas, and it never seemed to be in stock when one of you went to pick up a VHS. Now you're just waiting for them to get home so you can start. You hear the front door open as you put a ball of popcorn on the coffee table. You'll already go. Get your butt in here. Tim comes in with a vacant stare, ignoring both food and snacks as they sit down next to you. You have actually nudged them to break their stupor. Sam, what is it? I've just been let go from work. I'm just staring into space. Apparently there isn't a need for 2 nursery teachers anymore. Not enough children, so they can justify the expense. Honey, I'm so sorry, we'll be okay. You'll find another place. You know, I don't get it. There's just isn't demand for younger years teachers anymore. Not just here, anywhere. I don't know what I'm going to do, what we're going to do. You pull Sam into hug. I know things are tough, but we'll think of something. Bitch, I'm still working. Don't be sad, guy. Ow, Alex! You're barely scraping by as it is, and now Sam starts to sob. We're gonna have to sell the house. I can see another option. We've got the 2-minute debts to pay. That's true. If that's what you have to do, fine. It's only 2 of us living here now anyway. I suppose you're right. Still, I hate the idea of losing this place. Think of everything that's happened here, Alex. They fall silent, thinking. Eventually you start the film, but neither of your hearts are in it, too busy thinking about the future. Still, a house isn't everything. The people who make a home. Home is where the heart is, after all. Oh. What happened, man? I was a wagie slave. What happened? Honestly. Okay. The game fucked me over, man. Lost. That wasn't cool. I've been played. 3 years since the uprising.
Hello, Alex. I've checked the schedule for tonight. Nothing major to report. Certainly isn't anything you can't handle. Still, at least my daughter's in for Advance's new initiative. That should liven things up a bit here. Keep up the good work.
After the birth of their unexpectedly large family. At 9:15, it's What Music is Best, a rundown of the top-selling songs across the territories. Expect catchy tunes and scenes of an inappropriately sexual nature, not one to miss. At 10 p.m, it's time for Julia's Diary, where the ever-popular Prime Minister reads extracts from her diary in front of a war fire. Then at 10:30, it's the latest episode of
Guys, we got the program ending, man. It happens.
And this is Jenny.
Happened.
She's the floor manager. Hi, Stacey. That's Colin. He too much. Don't talk to Colin.
Not getting involved and bring your daughter to work, Colin?
Nah, we don't believe in it.
All right, come and sit next to Mum.
Believe in what?
Just days.
How did it all go so right?
That's followed by the territory.
Atta girl.
Advanced briefing.
10 seconds, everybody.
Now featuring up to 16
Monday's a myth.
simultaneous
That
colours.
explains so much.
Time to be
Okay, we are
alive.
going in
But
5,
first,
4,
put on your thinking
3.
glasses as we go over to Megan and the team at the
Good evening and welcome to the NNN. I'm Megan Wolf. And who's this, you might be wondering? Well, it's Bring Your Daughter to Work Day here at Channel 1. So I'm joined tonight by my foster daughter, Stacey. Say hello, Stacey.
Go fuck yourself.
All right then.
What?
Here are the stories that matter to you. First up, with Advance confirming that the nuclear fallout from the 20-week war is to blame for the drop in birth rates across the territories, we asked you what keeps you going. I know that I, for one, was quite deflated when I heard about this, but reading all your submissions has really put the smile back on my face. This is from Sonia in Larkfordshire. I've had plenty of time to fill, so I've started a new hobby. Since I started knitting, I barely remember that 85% of the country is sterile. My record is this scarf. It's 124 metres long. Thank you for that, and if you've started a new hobby, do write in and tell us about it. Next up, you know how we love your uncanny comestible coincidences, and I don't know about you, but I think this one really takes the biscuit. I'm not sure what I'm more impressed by, Stacey. The things our viewers spot, or the unbelievable way our menu centres are now able to feed every team member every single day. Greg from Proddington has sent us this lovely photo of their breakfast, saying, I couldn't bring myself to eat my toast this morning because I could swear it bore the spitting image of the great Julia Salisbury's relatable face. So I had to make do with a plate of butter and 2 spoonfuls of jam. Do keep those coming in. Go on, have a go. We've just got time for one more of your stories, and this one is an inspiring story of rehabilitation. That's it, just tell us who it's from, yeah, and then read it out, okay?
Apparently, this is from Sherry in Tendon. Here I am, just 6 months out of betterment. I'm healthy, sober and working thanks to the facilities I had access to on the inside. I'll never have to go back to my old life of stealing cars and burning down charity shops. I just wanted to share.
We absolutely love hearing the way our neighbours and team members have been able to become better people. So do let us know your stories here.
I can hear her.
You can do this bit, Stacey.
No, you're right, thanks.
Come on, give it a try.
Let us know your stories here at the NNN.
Right, bit of a change of pace coming up here. You'll need to use the S-Effect buttons for the next segment, but Advance have already selected when and what to use. Simple stuff. Just follow your government orders.
First up tonight on the NNN, it's time to celebrate this week's team lottery winners live from the Shakespeare Theatre right here in the capital. We're going to hand over to Julia Salisbury. I suppose you don't think much of her either, eh, Stacey?
She's got a lot more going for her than you wankers.
Okay, surprising vote of approval there from Stacey. Let's go live to that right now.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this
Fuck!
week's Team
That's right.
Awards. Of all the many duties I have as team leader, this is by far the most.
The game is just
As I said,
telling me what to fucking play.
the uneven past is now following the demise of Disrupt.
Oh, okay.
This is the new future. And I say to you, it's better now. I am delighted to be joined here tonight by one of the oldest people in Territory 1. He was born over 107 years ago. Please give a warm team welcome to Alfie Tatchbadger. So, Alfie, you must have seen so much in your lifetime. What have been some of the highlights? Alfie? Is he all right?
His hearing aid isn't turned on.
Oh, could you turn it on?
This part of the game is actually quiet.
Well, will you tell him that we'll buy him a brand new battery after the presentation?
Yeah, he says that's fine then. And I will help him with that, yeah.
If you would. Sorry, can't get the staff.
Yeah. We got it.
So, Alfie.
What?
You're 107 years old.
Oh, don't bloody remind me.
Would you like to tell the audience what that's like?
Oh, where is everybody?
Out there, in the dark. Oh, bless him, it's not just the ears.
Who are you? 2 sugars, please.
I'm Julia Salisbury, the Prime Minister.
I like this story. Who are you really?
No, I really am the Prime Minister.
Oh, you're
a woman.
Yeah, a woman. One of
Women
them.
can do anything men can do these days, Alfie.
Oh, can your fist standing up?
I can't say I've ever tried.
No, I didn't think so. 2 sugars, please, and not too much milk.
Shall we get to the awards, Alfie?
Well, are you going to ask me about my life?
Well, I'm not sure we have enough time left now for that, so...
When I was 9, I wanted a pet, so I asked me mum and pap. There was no television then, back then, you know. We made our own entertainment out of coal and roadkill.
Well, that's fascinating.
So they got me a pet, see? But it weren't a dog. They told me it were a dog, but it were a stone.
A stone?
Yes. So I called it Patch, which was a popular name for a dog back then on account of the king having a patchy face. And I decided to introduce him to pretty little Gertie Thimble, who lived up the road.
Oh, how romantic.
She's
I'm not getting the ratings
my
though.
dog in the river. That was the day I decided I'd never marry.
And that's the secret to your long life?
Oh no, I've been married 7 times, divorced 8. There was a mix-up with number 3, see? Yes, I'm just lucky. Are we going back to the home soon?
Soon, Alfie. First,
Oh, fuck.
we're all here. The weekly Territory 1 Team Awards.
Fuck.
First up tonight is a lady who really knows how to put in the extra hours. She works at a transition centre in Hamble-Bamblebury, and she has single-handedly allowed more families to unburden each other than any other nurse in Territory 1. In the uneven path, she'd have been locked up. Tonight, she is being honoured as a team player. Please welcome Daphne Snister.
Oh my god!
Are you here to change me?
Just give her a medal, Alfie. There's a good boy.
Doctor, I mean, 2 sugars, please. And don't let it steep too long.
I think you're supposed to give me one of those.
Oh. Well,
There he goes, look.
I can't get the arms up any higher than that. You'll have to go down, love.
Thank God those fractious times are behind us, and now the territories are thriving.
Are we in? As the actress said to the bishop.
Yes, thank you. I've got it from here.
Well done. Daphne Snister, everybody. Now, open your envelope and find out what you've won. Crikey, don't hold back there. She's tougher than one of Peter's homemade Eccles cakes.
Got it. I've won a holiday for 2 in Territory 15. Used to be called San Palmerino, didn't it?
I believe it did, yes.
Why couldn't we have stuck with that then? It's easier to remember.
We're all one nation now.
Hang on a minute. Isn't it still on fire?
Daphne Snister, everyone.
Oh, what about my change? I've been in these white pants for 3 days now.
We'll get to that, Alfie.
Oh, right, you are, love.
Next up tonight is a couple from Farnley who, after a rocky start losing their family's ill-gotten gains to the Assets and Wealth Act, have really embraced the new future, setting up a community farm and petting zoo in their local area for all the local children to play. Please welcome Otho and Lobelia Jackson Randy-Gannett. Medal, Alfie.
You know, when I was in the trenches, I had a pal called Scotty Wilson. He was from way up north, so I didn't understand a bloody word he said. But he were my best mate.
Should we just grab them for ourselves?
Probably for the best.
And his best mate was Smudger Ace. There was them two, Fiddly Eric, Unstable Terry, and of course, Leggy Sydney. She were a girl. But she had a boy's name, so they shipped her to the front anyway. First girl any of us has ever seen close up. She's dead now. They all are. Smudger and Scotty never made it home. Fiddly got shanked in Frankfurt prison in an argument over an olive. And Terry, he exploded quietly at home. Sydney got a fatal skin condition. Scratched herself to death. It makes you think.
Thanks, Alfie. Great contribution. So, Otho and Lobelia, a petting zoo.
After we lost all our wealth, we discovered there were actually people who had never even owned a pony.
I used to have 3.
So we decided to do something about it. That's the type of people we are, you see. Advantage of a private education, probably.
Well, I'm sure we could debate that all night, but there's no time. So, let's see what you've won.
Yes, before we do, there's something I wanted to say to you.
Oh, absolutely. Every citizen of the new future has my ear.
When Advance came to power, you took all of our wealth. You took the shirts off of our backs.
Quite literally, in my case, I used to collect shirts.
You might as well have the rest of it, too.
Whoa! Whoa!
Again, I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Pennies and the news are not good bedfellows. Keep those flappy bits off my channel, Alex.
That's better. And you are? Oh, no.
Got to go.
Oh.
It isn't right and it isn't fair.
You tell him, girl. That's my wife, you know. Oh, no, you don't.
You can't mix pearls with swine. It isn't right. We used to have 3 horses, then turned to Pfeffel and hung well. And now what have we got? 2 mangy goats, 1 mongrel dog called Kenneth, and a rooster that won't bloody shut up!
Can we get this over quickly with, please?
As the actress said to the bishop. Oh, here we go again. Hello, Alfie Tadge-Badger. Pleased to meet you.
Looking at Jackson Tadge-Badger.
Stop them!
Oh, don't worry, love. I'll protect you. Oh. 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 Oh.
You better break that what he knows.
You know, this reminds me of when I was in my 20s and we go to the promenade at Shining on Sea and watch all the pretty girls on the beach. Everything was black and white then, of course. We'd visit the Penny Arcade and try to win a block of lard to take home for the family. You couldn't buy lard in those days. You had to win it. Oh, it was so much simpler back then. Boys were boys, girls were girls. Everyone else was recruited by the circuses. There were loads of them, you see, circuses, with their big tents and their candy floss. You'd hear the music, the pipe organ, drifting over the nearby fields. My mum used to call it the most magical sound in the world. This was before she lost her hearing after giving a particularly loud round of applause. Did you ever go to the circus?
What's that, Alfie?
Yeah, don't get behind. Yeah, just the tea, pet.
Well, that was an unexpected dose of naked nostalgia. Some people simply can't let go of the past. That's why I look in joy and fervent admiration at the younger generation. So cohesive, such a team. And with fertility falling throughout the territories, we should value our fabulous new generation now more than ever. Our final winner tonight is a go-getter who really went and got 'em, helping to root out more than 170 disrupt collaborators in his own neighbourhood. Since then, he's gone on to be a senior cohesion cadet leader and organised all of the entertainment at last year's camp cooperation. Our final winner tonight, Edwin Neverley.
Oh, Untitled.
You should be in a transition centre, you old nonk. Yeah, it's an absolute pleasure to finally meet you. We're very similar, in my opinion.
Well, I've never been much of a role model.
Nonsense, Prime Minister. You have saved this country. You have fought enemies, foreign and domestic, with 9 fists. As with my own tiny fists have I.
Well, let's open the envelope and find out what you've won. Maybe it'll be a fist enlargement.
A year's internship as a behaviour coach at Betterment. Let's show the fools where they went wrong, eh?
Well, actually, Betterment is about rehabilitation, Edwin.
Absolutely. And if they don't reintegrate, we retaliate. Just like you did on Liberation Night. Thank you for this award, and stay vigilant. Report the non-cohesives. Be a team player.
That concludes tonight's awards. Join me next week when, hopefully, things will be a lot more normal. Back to you, Megan.
Prime Minister Salisbury there at a highly eventful team awards ceremony. Any thoughts on this week's winners, Stacey?
The nurse was fucking scary, the pretees were saggy, and that little prick will never lose his virginity.
Okay, well, succinctly put there, if a little profane. After the break, we'll be going live to a star-studded premiere. You won't believe who's on the red carpet tonight. Don't go anywhere, we'll be back after this. And we're out!
Oh, Alex, one of the... What's that? You're off already? I know you had to take the day off work with Junior, but... Oh, I see. No luck still with Theodore. I'm so sorry, darling.
Reach for the bleep button every time you do. Do you think we could
I'll speak to you later.
Alex and Winston can go
Oh, Alex. Completely forgot what I was going to say. Blast it all. Still, I'm lucky to have her.
Everything's spiraling out of control into some kind of tragic-comic disaster.
Yeah, that. It's just like having him back in the chair.
Do you reckon he's watching us somewhere? Laughing. I think he is.
Jeremy, are you watching us?
Are you receiving us?
Are you fucking with us?
Oh, right. So she can swear.
I mean, okay, man, whatever. I'll take the L, I guess. It was an easy segment. It was long too. Ah.
So, Patrick and Robin are just going to grab her down, and then you've got these generic links on the auto cue to glue it all together.
They do know I have a Queen's View degree in journalism.
Bet you wish you'd studied something useful now, eh?
All this bring your daughter to work day. What a joke.
Where is our honoured guest?
I don't know, she's probably sniffing around that boy band, Hotspot.
Heat Rash. Hotspot won it last year.
Heat Rash. Oh, God, they're running out of names, aren't they?
I hear the computer comes up with them, the songs too. Ah, there she is, and just in time too. That's 10 seconds, everybody.
What have you been up to?
What's it to you?
And we are going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. Stacey's still here.
Wishing she wasn't.
Thanks, Stacey. And in this segment, we're delighted to have sent Robin and Patrick to the movies. Yes, tonight is the world premiere of The Automated, starring Lawrence Blunderclatch and the late, great Helena Canterbury Boatshoe. And all the stars are out tonight. We first covered this film almost 5 years ago, back when it was called The Medicated. Then, for mysterious reasons, the film was suddenly pulled the night before its release. Well, since then, executive producer George Focus has spent 5 long years polishing the film and turning it into a special edition and premiering tonight. With extensive state-of-the-art visual effects and a top-quality voice team, George says it's the movie he always wanted to make. Now, let's take a look at it.
I can't deconstruct it.
Captain?
I can't deconstruct it. Robots!
Is this a wig?
You think I don't grow that?
No, Dick, I'll kill you. Think of Saturn.
There's something on your face, Chief Harrison! I wish you were real, baby. Flesh and blood.
Captain Quasar.
But you're just ones and zeros, baby. If only I'd noticed.
Captain Quasar.
You rusted, but I didn't notice.
Captain.
I'm buffering, Dick, you said.
Got one on you.
God damn it, lost it all!
Here's a map.
What's a map?
Okay, so head north on Interstellar Avenue, left at the asteroid belt, and a tricky three-point turn at Uranus. What are these symbols? This corner, this is the key.
We could shut it down.
Yes, we could shut it down! But we have to ask ourselves, who are we?
Ah!
Gosh, thrilling stuff. What did you think, Stacey?
Mr. Blunderclatch, can I just grab you for a quick word with the internet?
What the fuck was that, man? I've screwed up. Am I supposed to switch the camera tree?
Hello, darling. So good to see
Fuck.
Oh, Alex, what's that? You're off already? I know you had to take the day off work for Junior, but... Oh, I see. No luck still with Theodore. I'm so sorry, darling. Of course. I'll speak to you later. Oh, Alex. Completely forgot what I was going to say. Blast it all. Still, I'm lucky to have her.
So, Patrick and Robin are just going to grab who they can, and then you've got these generic links on your waterkey to glue it all together.
They do know I have a Queen's View degree in journalism.
Don't you wish you'd studied something useful, now, eh?
We'll just bring your daughter to work day. What a joke.
Where is our honoured guest?
Sitting around that boy band, hot spot.
Heat rash. Hotspot won it last year.
Heat rash. Oh God, they're running out of names, aren't they?
I hear the computer comes up with them. The songs too. Ah, there she is, and just in time too. That's 10 seconds, everybody.
What have you been up to?
What's it to you?
And we are going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. Stacey's still here.
Wishing she wasn't.
Thanks, Stacey. And in this segment, we're delighted to have sent Robin and Patrick to the movies. Yes, tonight is the world premiere of The Automated, starring Lawrence Blunderclatch and the late, great Helena Canterbury Boatshoe. And all the stars are out tonight.
We first covered this film almost 5 years ago, back when it was called The Medicated. Then, for mysterious reasons, the film was suddenly pulled the night before its release. Well, since then, executive producer George Focus has spent 5 long years polishing the film and turning it into a special edition and premiering tonight. With extensive state-of-the-art visual effects and a top-quality voice team, George says it's the movie he always wanted to make. Now, let's take a look at it.
I can't deconstruct it.
Captain?
I can't deconstruct it. Robots!
Is this a wig?
You think I'd outgrow that?
No, Dick, I'll kill you. Think of Saturn.
There's something on your face, Chief Harrison! I wish you were real, baby. Flesh and blood.
Captain Quasar.
But you're just ones and zeros, baby. If only I'd noticed.
Captain Quasar.
You rusted, but I didn't notice.
Captain.
I'm buffering, Dick, you said.
Got one on you.
God damn it, lost it all!
Here's a map.
What's a map?
Okay, so head north on Interstellar Avenue, left at the asteroid belt, and a tricky three-point turn at Uranus. What are these symbols? This corner. This is the key.
We could shut it down.
Yes, we could shut it down.
But we have to ask ourselves, who are
Fuck.
Gosh, thrilling stuff. What did you think, Stacey?
I searched the one again.
The right. Mr. Blunderclatch, can I just grab
I searched the one again. I was supposed to wait. What's happening?
Who I believe has got the star.
Oh god. So we gotta switch to one. Oh, this is Londonist.
One of the... What's that? You're off already? I know you had to take the day off work, Petunia, but... Oh, I see. No luck still with Theodore. I'm so
Blah
sorry.
blah blah.
Of course. I'll speak to you later. Oh, Alex. Completely forgot what I was going to say. Blasted all. Still, I'm lucky to have her.
Can I turn you off? No.
So, Patrick and Robin are just going to grab who they can, and then you've got these generic links on your key to glue it all together.
They do know I have a Queen's View degree in journalism.
Don't you wish you'd studied something useful now, eh?
Let's bring your daughter to work day.
What a chance. Where is our honoured guest?
Sitting around that boy band, Hotspot.
Heat Rash. Hotspot won it last.
Heat Rash. Oh god, they're running out of names, aren't they?
I hear the computer comes up with them. The songs too. Ah, there she is, and just in time too. That's 10 seconds, everybody.
What have you been up to?
And what's it to you?
And we are going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. Stacey's still here.
Wishing she wasn't.
Thanks, Stacey. And in this segment, we're delighted to have sent Robin and Patrick to the movies. Yes, tonight is the world premiere of The Automated, starring Lawrence Blunderclatch and the late, great Helena Canterbury Boatshoe. And all the stars are out tonight. We first covered this film almost 5 years ago, back when it was called The Medicated. Then, for mysterious reasons, the film was suddenly pulled the night before its release. Well, since then, executive producer George Focus has spent 5 long years polishing the film and turning it into a special edition and premiering tonight. With extensive state-of-the-art visual effects
Here we go
and
again.
a top-quality voice team, George says it's the movie he always wanted to make.
Oh.
Now, let's take a look at it.
I can't deconstruct it.
Captain,
I can't deconstruct it.
is this a wig?
You think I don't grow that?
No, Dick, I'll kill you. Think of satin.
There's something on your face, Chief Harrison! I wish you were real, baby. Flesh and blood.
Captain Quasar.
But you're just ones and zeros, baby. If only I'd noticed.
Captain Quasar.
You rusted, but I didn't notice.
Captain.
I'm buffering, Dick, you said.
Got one on you.
God damn it, blast it off!
Here's a map.
What's a map?
Okay, so head north on Interstellar Avenue, left at the asteroid belt, and a tricky three-point turn at Uranus. What are these symbols?
What do you mean?
Shut it down.
Yes,
I matched.
Yes, we can shut it down.
But we have to ask ourselves, who are we?
Alright, dude, hold up.
Gosh, thrilling stuff. What did you think, Stacey?
Oh, fuck, I was late.
The robots were alright, I guess.
They certainly were. Let's go over to Robin Short now in Western Square, who I believe has got the star of the show. Robin.
And we're at...
Oh my god! Oh! I'm gonna fucking lose it. I can believe this.
Oh, Alex, one other... What's that? You're off already? I know you had to take the day off work with Junior, but... Oh, I see. No luck still with Theodore. I'm so sorry, darling. Of course. I'll speak to you later. Oh, Alex. Completely forgot what I was going to say. Blast it all. Still, I'm lucky to have her.
So, Patrick and Robin are just going to grab who they can, and then you've got these generic links on your key to glue it all together.
They do know I have a Queen's View degree in journalism.
Bet you wish you'd studied something useful, eh?
Let's bring your daughter to work day.
What a joke. Where is our honoured guest?
Sitting down that boy band hotspot.
Heat Rash. Hotspot won it last.
Heat Rash. Oh God, they're running out of names, aren't they?
I hear the computer comes up with them. The songs too. Ah, there she is, and just in time too. That's 10 seconds, everybody.
What have you been up to?
What's it to you?
And we are going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. Stacey's still here.
Wishing she wasn't.
Thanks, Stacey. And in this segment, we're delighted to have sent Robin and Patrick to the movies. Yes, tonight is the world premiere of The Automated, starring Lawrence Blunderclatch and the late, great Helena Canterbury Boatshoe. And all the stars are out tonight. We first covered this film almost 5 years ago, back when it was called The Medicated. Then, for mysterious reasons, the film was suddenly pulled the night before its release. Well, since then, executive producer George Focus has spent 5 long years polishing the film and turning it into a special edition and premiering tonight. With extensive state-of-the-art visual effects and a top-quality voice team, George says it's the movie he always wanted to make. Now, let's take a look at it.
I can't deconstruct it.
Captain.
I can't deconstruct it.
Is this a wig?
You think I don't grow that?
No, Dick, I'll kill you. Think of satin.
There's something on your face, Chief Harrison! I wish you were real, baby. Flesh and blood.
Captain Quasar.
But you're just ones and zeros, baby. If only I'd noticed.
Captain Quasar.
You rusted, but I didn't notice.
Captain.
I'm buffering, bitch, you said?
Got one on you.
God damn it, blast it off!
Here's a map.
What's a map?
Okay, so head north on Interstellar Avenue, left at the asteroid belt, and a tricky three-point turn at Uranus. What are these symbols? This corner. This is the key.
We could shut it down.
Yes, we could shut it down.
But we have to ask ourselves. Who
Oh, fuck! What is that low budget porn intro? It's automated, man. Never heard of it. It's a classic. It's a classic, dude.
The robots were alright, I guess.
They certainly were. Let's go over to Robin Short now in Western Square, who I believe has got the star of the show. Robin.
Well, Megan, I'm joined by not one, but both of the stars, Lawrence Blunderclatch and Helena Canterbury-Bochu. Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Oh my God, again.
It's shows like yours that Eleanor and I are even here. Don't you agree?
Well, I couldn't.
Absolutely right, darling.
And you two have both
What's up with the signal?
absolutely huge in the past couple of years, haven't you?
Even huger, yes, that's right. I feel very lucky, very, very lucky to be born, well, you know. And Helena is in massive demand too at the moment. She's still the face of a major cosmetics brand, and she's booked to do a one-woman Lear in the summer.
Wow, it sounds like you're both very busy. But is there any chance we'll get to see you together on screen again?
No, I'm really not supposed to mention this, but yes, we are doing a little something together.
No.
I'm playing a weathered starship captain from another galaxy, and Helena is my droid companion.
But how does that work?
I spend 7 hours in makeup now.
No, how does Helena play a droid?
Oh, we just pop her on a roller skate.
Wow. Well, Lawrence Blunderclatch and Helena Canterbury-Bochu, thank you so much for joining me. And we're going over to Patrick Bannon now. Patrick, will we be seeing you in a movie anytime soon?
Thank you, Robin. Let's hope not. I'm actually joined here by...
Billy Bob Jean Short. And surely you recognize my youngest, pop sensation, Lil D. Her Lil C covers album drops next week.
Actually, we weren't expecting Lil C.
Again?
She's
Oh
around.
my
She's not
God.
been feeling very well. She's put me in charge.
Has she?
Well, the courts have. They gave me stewardship over her estate, her finances, and her internal soul. Praise Craglar!
Praise Craglar. Wow. But is she coming just because we've got some questions for her?
Well, she might be along later, but as her legal and spiritual guardian, I'll be happy to answer all and any questions on her behalf.
And Lil D, was it? Well, you look great.
Oh, thank you. You know what? I feel great.
Well, who are you wearing?
I'm wearing Little C, and you could be too.
Really?
Little C's new line launches tonight. This is one of my favourite looks. It's called... Ah!
Oh, what a unique name.
Hard to spell, though.
But of course, Lil C is basically fashion royalty now, with a veritable clothing empire to her name.
Yeah, well, the label's gone from strength to strength since our initial TV launch on this very show, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So really, we have all you to thank for all this. You know, this hat cost more than my second jet. Feel that? Feel that?
Yes, it's a nice hat.
Person.
And Forbes magazine has named me the youngest self-made success story ever.
What's
do you have
happening?
any advice?
What's happening?
Wanting to follow in your footsteps.
Absolutely. All you need to succeed on your own is your family's financial backing and pre-existing fame. It's not rocket science, people.
Oh, well, but in sadder news, am I right that Lil C is going to be retiring from music?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. I'm sure you can imagine.
What?
25, she's far too old for pop music now. She can't keep up with these young stars. So her best of album is out now, and she's touring that later this year. And then her farewell tour the year after that.
Oh my God.
And that's her last chance to see her. So until the reunion tour and then the classic tour after that. But it's been a long and varied career, as you can imagine. She's very, very proud to see.
Oh, and if her health's bad, then maybe it's for the best.
What's wrong with her health? Oh, yes, her health. Her poor health. And it's surprisingly expensive treatments. Curse you, Zaytan! Damn your intergalactic justice!
Oh, yeah. Well, we better be letting you get back. Those babies aren't going to sell themselves, or possibly at all.
Man.
Lil C, D, thank you so much.
Is that Jesus?
And do pass our best wishes to Lil C.
Who? Oh.
Now, it looks like Robin is with a music legend who actually is irreplaceable. Is that who I think it is, Robin?
Patrick? Jesus!
Oh fuck, I went in too late.
How have you been?
You know, I like to walk on my
Again.
feet every now and then. It makes him feel close to me.
Right, yes.
And to be close is to be human. And to be human is to be apart. Oh, that was good, write that down. Hey, Rachel, write that one down.
Yeah, we're getting the
It's good to see you've done so well for
E for the
yourself.
seconds.
Thank you, my child. You know, I have you to thank for that. If it was never for your show supporting me and my music, I never would have.
I'll just take the L and move, I
Now,
guess.
there are rumours going around that you might be
It's
running
supposed
for
to
office. Is there any truth to
5
that?
seconds.
Yeah, that's
So far.
absolutely true, yeah.
But you're aware that elections have been
Seems
suspended
not being
in
fair.
territories.
No, I'm not running to be no prime minister.
Oh, you're not?
No. I'm gonna be king of the moon.
Oh fuck.
King of the Moon?
Yes.
No, sorry. You're running for king?
What?
Of the moon?
No, not running. It's my birthright.
And does this have anything to do with promoting your upcoming hip opera, Jason Space?
Hush now. Cynicism is so unmoon.
Okay. And how long will this last? Will it go the way of last year's Living as a Mouse fiasco? Or maybe your foray into ventriloquist beats?
I don't make the moon rules. I merely live by them.
So, are you looking forward to seeing The Automated?
You know, I don't believe in film. Thou shalt keep thine image still and holy. That's track 4, Jesus Christ Megastar.
Whoa!
Okay, thank you for your time and good luck with your new life in space.
I love you, my child.
Well, Megan, that's what success looks like. I'm going to see if we can grab someone else to have a chat. Back to you.
Thanks, Robin. But I think Stacey and I are probably in quite enough trouble where we are. So, 3 big names there, Stacey.
Yeah, big names.
Any thoughts about them? Maybe from your generation's perspective?
You won't like my opinions.
Oh, go on, try me.
Well,
Yeah.
Bumblebee is so old he's like 1 week away from a transition centre, so who cares? And Lil C was cool when I was like 12 or something, but now she's just another fucking loony. And Jesus is a disrupt-loving wanker who should have died with the rest of them 3 years ago.
You're right.
You agree with
Is that crazy,
I
Neil?
like your opinions. But thankfully,
Oh,
we can go back
God.
to Patrick now,
Oh, God.
who has another familiar face to catch up with. Oh, Patrick, what's the atmosphere like there?
It's absolutely electric, Megan. I can't quite believe it either, but he's here. It's Crazy Neil.
Hey, hi, ho, how you doing?
Neil, our audiences just love you. They've really, really connected with your ads over the years. What's it like?
Oh god.
Crazy.
I wasn't looking at the screen.
Stop me in the streets, they expose themselves, they write me threatening letters. You know, the stalker has become the stalkee. A real taste of Neil's own medicine, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and what's been the most challenging thing about being so famous?
It's places like this. You know, being around actors and rock stars, they're real crazy. And Crazy Neil knows crazy. And I'm used to being the loudest whack job in the room. Hey.
Yes, I can imagine.
But I know what you're thinking. Hey, Neil, where's the crazy deal? We got crazy deals on chairs. You ever sit in a chair that knock your socks off?
No, I can't say that I have.
Makes a mess of the carpet. But what do you say? We got a deal?
Well.
What about Betty Andrews' handbag? It's real leather. It's real cheap. And it even contains our heart medicine. Spicy. You've got the chair. You've got the bag. You're really busting my balls. What can I do to convince you? Let me throw in my wife. This is real. It's the latest model. Not a scratch on her. Purrs like a charm. What do you say? Have we got a deal?
Look, I can't take your wife.
Yes, you can. I got loads of them. Come on down to crazy deals. We got crazy deals on chairs. We got crazy deals on meals. We got crazy deals on wheels.
Heck yeah, brother.
Meals on wheels. We've even got
I got chairs and crazy Neils,
We
guys.
got meals with endangered seals. Yeah.
Do it, Neil.
Thank you, Neil.
You made a
It's
sale.
always a dream
Go.
come true to meet a hero. How about that, Megan? The man himself, aren't we?
I looked away for a second. And
Back to you.
Thanks, Patrick.
we are getting that E score.
Colourful interview there.
Or F
and
or
what
whatever.
Looks like an amazing night. They certainly know how to make an entrance, I hope. And the automated really does seem to have unstoppable written all over it, because despite Boris Horsey in Hours magazine calling it Lawrence Blunderclatch's overly long suicide note, in a review which ends with the words, and he hasn't even had the decency to see it through, the film, which is free to all residents of the territories, has seen record pre-bookings and looks set to run for months and months. But let's go back to those lucky few seeing it tonight. Oh, I'm so jealous. Robin, you seen anything unusual there?
Thanks, Megan. Well, will you settle for the territory's most eligible bachelor? 5 years ago, Steve Saxon was an unknown. Then a series of incredible performances in acclaimed productions, from Hamlet's Jam to The Curious Rise of Algernon Ding Dong, made him the most wanted man in drama. He's been voted sexiest man under 25 for 3 successive years. Now, let's see if he'll talk to the NNN. Excuse me, Mr. Saxon. Steve, have you got a moment to talk to the NNN?
Oh, hi, the NNN. You know, your show gave me my first chance at an audience. The raw me, Steve 1.0.
I remember. Even then, everyone could see there was something so special about you. The whole thing is burned into my mind.
I think there was supposed to be a resistance signal in other end, so we're just playing this part without the resistance stuff.
I'm Charlotte Winstanley Hamilton. I was in Hey Friendship too. You know, that scene you burned into your mind. I was in that.
No. Sorry. Don't remember you at all. Are you sure you were in that?
Yes, I was the pretty one. Tell her, Steve.
Looks are really important.
Well, if you say so, Steve. So it's been a big year for you. I believe you've been tackling the Bard.
Yeah, so I've been working with an enfant terrible called Quentin Sucker Punch. We've been doing all the Shakespeares.
Crikey, all of them?
Yeah, so we shoot one a week. I play all the parts, so I learn them at the weekend and then we shoot them naked in his steam room. The lighting in there is really good.
Sorry, did you say naked?
Yes, well, he is. I'm in a variety of hats. It's an old theatrical tradition.
I had a single out. It was called Look at Me.
And you did that advert, didn't you, babe?
Is that your dental floss?
And the sex tape, of course.
Steve! I don't like to talk about that. Although apparently it's available for $11.99 everywhere.
What?
Just ask your news agent.
So, what is your favourite Shakespeare play then, Steve?
Ooh, I like the wordy one.
It's starting soon. We don't miss the trailers, and we haven't even got any popcorn yet.
She'll be here.
Oh, I'm sorry I'm late, guys.
What took you so long? There was an injured pigeon. I'll explain on the way in.
Now, of course, I remember you from that legendary first appearance.
Really? Her too?
You were such a serious little thing. You had that horrible sister.
Yes, that was me. I'm the horrible sister.
Don't be so hard on yourself, babe. Looks are really important.
Thanks, Steve.
So, what have you been up to, Harriet?
Actually, last year I was overseas bringing art to the starving children from outside the territories. They may not have food, but they can still have Canada.
Good for you.
And now I'm in an experimental physical theatre piece about the existential angst of Wicca.
Amazing.
He's like the worst.
We do it above a pub on Thursdays.
I was also the girl
Canadian.
who got in the bath in Night Slasher 3. Haven't
Hate it!
She was brilliant.
Thanks, Steve.
And this part of the game is just full of it.
Yeah.
I think it's starting soon and I really need a think.
Oh my god.
I censored it.
We're going to completely miss the trailers. You were so selfish. Sorry.
We've got to go.
Oh, of course. Thank you so much for talking with us and enjoy the movie.
Thanks. Love the NNN.
I love you guys. Stop showing off. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Like an interview took the pills after you changed cams.
Harriet Winstanley-Hamilton and someone else,
course.
I can't remember her name for the life of me. I'm too starstruck, if I'm honest. I think I've just come. Back to you, Megan.
Thanks, Robin. Lucky you, and enjoy the movie. The Automated opens in
Bro, we
cinemas
lost
this
so much
weekend. What a star-studded event, eh,
views,
Stacey?
man.
Who cares? No one goes.
My ratings.
Of course. We'll be back.
Fuck this section. Fuck this section. Hate
A
it.
video recorder, like the one at the home.
Yeah, I've got a video recorder. It's just not the same, is it?
You're right. It's better. No unevens chatting and chewing all the way through.
Oh, what about a kiss and cuddle on the back row? Doesn't that happen anymore?
In public? What's wrong with you?
Nothing. Nothing's wrong with me.
Feeling better? All right, you are. I've got to get set up for heat rash. I think Ronnie's on something.
I know he is. It was on his rider. Apparently it's medicinal.
Ronnie's always high. Give him orange juice.
My God, she speaks.
He's a stupid cunt.
Whoa.
She wouldn't.
Okay.
We seem to be a bit bunched up in.
Oh, don't worry. It's Soko.
It's what now?
It's
Oh, here's Megan. She's going to be interviewing you.
Hello. Hi.
This is her. This is Stacey.
Well, hello there, Stacey.
Fuck off, Ronnie.
Right. No, I'm sorry, but if we can't be polite, you're going to have to wait in the dressing room.
Whatever.
Do you want to go and wait in the dressing room? No what?
No. Thank you.
Okay. And sit up straight. You're ruining my shot.
That's 10 seconds, everybody.
no co.
Fucking right, Noko.
What's that? What's no?
Bring in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. For our final segment tonight, Stacey and I are delighted to be joined by Heat Rash. Their new album, Girls and Why We Love Them All, comes out this weekend. So, let me see if I can get this right. It's Nolan,
I write the songs.
Ronnie.
That's what it says on my tattoo.
Oh, you've got a tattoo of your name on yourself. Okay.
In case he forgets it.
This raconteur, you must be Chinny. Why do they call you Chinny?
It's because of this ugly old thing.
I don't know what you mean.
God, you're so fucking embarrassing.
Dale. Crikey, Dale, you do not look old enough to be in a band.
I get that a lot. I'm actually 23, the oldest one. I have a growth disorder.
God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that.
It's Soko, Preeti.
He's only messing with you.
He's actually 58.
Okay, right, I see. You're going to be a handful, aren't you, boys?
Oh,
So you must be TP. What does TP stand for?
Tiny prick.
It stands for team player.
I see.
Oh my god, switch
How long
around.
have you
Wrong
had
one.
that nickname?
Ever since Nolan decided Terry Pronouns was a shit name for a member of a boy band.
No co, Ronnie.
Yeah, no
Uh-oh.
Sorry, what does no-co mean?
It's the opposite of Soko.
Ah.
fuck's sake. So-co.
Yeah.
So cohesive. You pretees say cool.
Right, okay. Thank you, Stacey.
Sorry about her.
Not your fault. She's uneven.
So you guys met through a popular show on one of our rival channels, didn't you?
Yeah, Team Players with a Z.
So how did that work then?
Well, actually, Dell and I knew each other from school. We were actually classmates. And
Fuck's sake, Nolan, mate. Give someone else a chance. We all went on Team Players. We all auditioned. The judges put us into bands. And, yeah, we went to their houses and they just put us into bands.
it's an example of how we're greater than the sum of our parts when we work in harmony.
And occasionally singing it.
So every week on the show, they get these bands and they give them a song that the producer just found from under the bin somewhere.
Actually, I write the songs.
And the public would phone in and decide which song they like best.
Right, and then the losers would be eliminated. Yeah?
Mum. What? No-co. Pretty, so no-co.
The band who get the most approval get to play their song again.
Sure. So what happens to the losers then?
Mum.
What do I keep doing wrong?
We don't use the L word anymore.
What, you mean losers?
Would you please stop saying that? That word is a pejorative. It's a word designed to diminish. At Go-Getters, I learned very early that we only win when everybody wins.
But, sorry, that's not real life, is it? That's just sports board, no?
Thought you were so.
I am so good.
Nah, you're a shrinker. Can't be friends with shrinkers.
She doesn't know what you're talking about. She doesn't understand.
So I do understand, actually, Stacey.
What's a shrinker?
Well, a shrinker.
What's
is...
a pre-T, Mum?
Well, I think it means someone who's older, doesn't it?
Pre-territories.
It's someone who turned 18 before the new future. We call you preties.
Unevens.
Mimis. Nonks.
It's not her fault she's old. She can't help it.
I'm not that old.
I'm trying to help you here.
Well, I don't think I need your help.
See? Total Mimi.
Is that so?
Yes, obviously.
You know what the real problem with you lot is? You just can't get over the fact that your beloved Disrupt are gone and you just don't fit in anymore. But the truth is, Disrupt were violent, no-co pricks being led by a fucking psycho. I'm glad they lost, and you should be too.
So not everyone over 30
Shut up, bitch.
supported Disrupt.
I'm on it.
Not everyone, no, but one fuck-off lot of you did.
So-co, Stacey. So-co.
We've all learned maybe a little bit more than we expected to there. I'm genuinely delighted to have met Heat Rash. And before we end the show tonight, I think you're going to sing for us, aren't you?
Yes, that's right. We're going to sing a song from Girls and Why We Love Them All called Pieces of My Heart, which is about a real relationship I had with an actual girl.
Oh, Nolan, give it a rest, mate. No one cares. Go on, let's get on these stools, lads.
Right.
So, Stacey.
Oh, she's 15. Go on, piss off and sing your song, Terry. Christ.
Right you are.
So, here they are with their latest single, Pieces of My Heart. Are you excited, Stacey?
Not for me, no. I only listen to blip music and a bit of jizzcore. Pop music.
Apparently, these newfangled boy bands change singer all the bloody time.
What?
Follow along, eh?
No!
Shot on whoever is currently singing the lead vocal.
Oh, okay.
I saw you standing by the menu center with a brand new pair of Lakers, baby. Do you remember? You took the first of the pieces of my heart. You wandered into a bush and grabbed a vodka instead. Took our assets and our wealth and drew them out of the bag. I gave you little pieces of my heart. I didn't know two hearts
Oh, fuck.
could ever feel like this, girl. It's like you were custom made for me by Remington Smith. I take all of the loves that didn't last and leave them in the uneven past. Share the new future as my bride. snatch me inside. There's no need to hide all the times that you cry. As my old man used to say, you blow me away. I just want you to stay. I don't want you to pay. You make me crazier than Neil today. On Liberation Night, girl, I was sitting beside you. We sat there shaking all the way through incisors. We held each other as things fell apart.
I can't do the rhythms in this one.
We took a train through all the territories, and we threw away the rules and wrote our personal stories. You took a dozen pieces of my heart. I didn't know that life could ever be like this, girl. It's like you were custom made for me by Remington's fist. I take all of the loves that didn't last. I leave them there, the uneven past. Share the new future as my bride. Snatch me inside. There's no need to hide all the times you have cried. As my old mom used to say, blow me away. I just want you to stay. I just want you to play. You make me crazier than Neil. Make me crazier than Neil today. And now I'm staring at your membership card. There's your picture beaming brighter than a handful of flaws. I'm trying to find the pieces of my heart and leave them in the uneven parts. Share the new future as my bride. You snatch me inside. There's no need to hide all the times that you cried. As my old man used to say, you blow me away. I just want you to stay. I just want you to play. You make me crazier than Neil. Crazier than Neil. Crazier than Neil today.
Wow. Oh, fantastic. Thank you, E-Trash. That was
E-Trash.
best of luck. Thank you for coming in. Now it's almost time for final thoughts tonight. And I've actually asked Stacey to write a few, and they're just being programmed onto the auto cue now. Now, I have no idea what she's going to say. So,
Yeah.
focus on that bleep button in the broadcast room, just in case.
Okay.
Take it away, Stacey.
Oh, fuck!
My name is Stacey. I guess you know that by now. Don't know why I put that in there. Anyway. I don't watch the news. There's no need. You hear all the important stuff from your mates, so I don't know what's considered important anymore. But I'm pretty sure that it's not rehashed movies and fucking boy bands, so anyway.
It's hard,
I'm
guys.
going to think about what's important to me. When Advance were first elected 6 years ago, I was 9 and in a home. Not a family home like you call a home. This was a state children's home. It was fucking awful, actually. It was like a Charles Dickens book.
Oh my!
And the walls were damp some mornings. The food was bad.
It's
Drugs and alcohol
fine.
were everywhere.
Doesn't matter.
No one
It's
cared. You had to watch your back all the time because there weren't enough staff to manage us. And yes, as you'd imagine, there was a lot of some bad stuff went down there with some of the
What's he
staff.
saying, guys?
Okay.
I'm not listening.
Not all of them, but the others knew, and they didn't stop it. And then Advance won the election.
He's doing a recap.
A miracle things started to change. They got better. We had nicer food. The home was not just repaired, but redecorated and kitted out with books and sports stuff and music.
She reciting a fucking advanced propaganda, government propaganda.
Which there were more of. Spent time talking and working with the bullies. And you know what?
Vote for
Second
Stacey.
Miracle. It worked. The bullying stopped.
Future generation's prime
My
minister.
life got
Yay.
better. Because finally, there was enough money to do the good things, and Advance had the guts to do it. I joined
Shut up,
Go-Getters,
bitch.
and on Liberation Night,
That
that gave me a
sucks
group of
ass.
friends that I could talk with when the bombs went off and the power went out. Another miracle. I wasn't alone anymore. And that was the night I finally understood the importance of being in a team. So here's my final thought. I know the people who were doing better under the old system long to go back. You say, we were freer, but what you mean is, we were richer. But for every one of you, there is 100 of me. And even now, after all you've had taken away, you are still doing better than I am, than I likely ever will. You still have homes of your own and families of your own who love you. And I'll never have that. So maybe you should stop looking for the worst interpretation of everything this amazing government does and realise it's not for you. It's for the millions like me. And you can cry and bleat all you want, but you're never going to get your money back because it's already been spent on miracles.
Communism, yay! What?
Wow, thank you, Stacey.
Disrupt message.
My name's Megan Wolf. Let's keep making tomorrow better.
What was that? Disrupt's coming back? No way!
Is that all right? Yes, that was more than all right.
Nicely done. I think you might have actually given them something to think about.
What's happening?
I guess you're going to be taking me back to the home now then.
I was thinking
Oh.
we could go out somewhere and, I don't know, have a meal, talk about our options, if that's okay.
Of course, Miss Wolf. Security will be standing by.
Thank you.
So they're always there then?
There was a thing a few years ago now.
Oh, with that Jeremy bloke? I heard about that, everyone did. Were you here back then? Doesn't look old enough.
She's growing on me.
Yeah, she does that.
Okay. We got a C? No way. Okay. We have one more broadcasting day to the left, I guess. Let's do it, man. Let's play. Let's beat the game. Advanced angered by the content? Fuck them. Nah, fuck you. Okay. Oh, crap. We have propagandas to play.
The dreary days are over. The uneven past is far behind us. The territories are expanding, with countries queuing to add their voices to the warm symphony of the new future. It's an exciting time, but there's one thing missing, and that's where you come in. Advance are calling on talented, creative people from across the territories to submit their most stirring creations as entries in the United Territories Anthem Slam. We're looking for a new song for the new future. Something that speaks from and to your hearts. An original composition of cooperation and cohesiveness. A song of solidarity for a steadfast society. No previous songwriting experience is required. All you need to do is record or notate your anthem and, if possible, arrange it for a modern 39-piece chamber orchestra or 44-voice choir. The entries will be judged by acclaimed composer Jonathan Williamson, responsible for the soundtracks to Bullet Man, The Automated, and, of course, Space Opera, Parts 1, 2, and 5. So why not put on your composing trousers, sharpen your music stick, and have a go? You can grab the friendly 31-page entry form at your nearest team offices. Advance, because a mighty movement requires a mighty melody.
Yeah, I don't think we will get the intro ending anymore. I'll try though. I'll try.
Songs of the New Future. Stefano Arrivederci.
All the children play in the snow all day. Peter Clement died on Leaders' Day. On Leaders' Day.
Lil D.
What are you hiding inside your heart? Ooh, mask. What are the secrets of your recent past? How well do you know your neighbor? How well do you know the people down the
Hippity bomb.
So much better. So much better. You gotta go to better meds. So much better. So much better.
Gloria Warbletongue.
I'll unburden you and you'll unburden me. We can take the pressure off our family. So look me in the eyes and say our last goodbyes. I'll unburden me. I'll unburden you and you'll unburden me. We can take
Songs of the New Future. In record shops across the territories. From Friday.
Although the fighting has long passed, the dark clouds of war still loom over our united lands. And we all know who forced our hand. The tyrants of the world would spread their oppression to our team. Their war has denied us the right to our children, even as they still refuse to feed their own. But they have underestimated us, for though they may have scarred our bodies, they will never damage our will or break our mutual bonds. Birth rates may be challenging, but happiness is everywhere. Satisfaction radiates from every metric. We are producing more and faster than ever before. We have more time to focus on our inner lives, for leisure, for art. We have less stress, and we are healthier than ever. Our new future is secure. We are strong together, as a community, a team, safe from the divisive despots beyond our borders for whom cohesiveness is an alien concept. Every day, across these territories, neighbours support neighbours, and friends reach out to friends, strengthening and protecting each other through cooperation, through unity, as one. Advance, always together.
I was AFK. I'm back. Last day. Damn, I'm an old man now. You once again find yourself sitting inside Bosman's office. Everything's pristine and orderly, just how the fastidious man likes it. Well, it's rare for him to be late. The door opens behind you just as you start to imagine the reasons why. Oh, Alex, thank you for waiting. It's been almost 6 years since you started working with us, Alex. A lot has happened in that time, from the unfortunate incident with Mr. Donaldson to disrupt attack on this very building. He pauses to look at you. You meet his gaze. Well, you've done some pretty good work in that time. I just wanted to say, keep it up. I also that you'll need to work a bit harder if you want to go anywhere in Channel 1, Alex. I think I worked plenty hard already. Well, I'm your boss, Alex, and I'm telling you that you're not. Fuck you, man! I hate this motherfucker. Not if you actually want to progress here, but that's really up to you. Best you get back to work. The dismissal in his voice is clear. You head back to your studio and get back to work. So how much more could you actually be doing? Yeah, we had a talk with a boss like that. Yeah. I was still in the business. It's late. It's been snowing all day. Unlike everybody else who stayed inside as much as possible, keeping warm. This is our new home, guys. Damn. Normally you enjoy the snow, but today it's been nothing more than an irritant. Still, tomorrow we've got day off and might actually be able to enjoy it. Sam always gets excited when they see the snow. When they were younger, they will always wrap the kids up, take them out to play in it. It's been a while since that's happened though. New place still doesn't feel quite as cozy, especially as you can afford to put the heating on. What the fuck? I'm poor again! Then bustles in from the cold, carrying some groceries. I could use a hand, please. Lots of stairs from here to the car. Their arms are full. They're clearly struggling to get everything to the kitchen. But then you have been at work all day, and they've spent most of it at home as usual. Oh, sorry. Of course, I'll be right there. As you rush over to help them with their bags, Sam shoots you a grateful smile. I got the most of it. There's just a couple more left downstairs. You head out, get them most of the way to the lift before you remember it's out of order. When you grab the bags, you realize Sam has picked up everything to make fajitas, your favorite. Clearly, it's not all bad. You forget the weather and the unpaid bills as you cook in your delightfully tiny kitchen. Laughing together like you used to for the first time since moving in. You think as Sam flicks sour cream across the table at you, you're making happy memories again. Money isn't everything. Time for reflection. Oh no. It's been over 30 years since your dad died. You visited his grave a few times since then. Normally during the times of stress, or when you're trying to figure something out, or when you just want some peace and quiet. Today is no different. You feel Sam's hand on your shoulder, giving you a reassuring squeeze. You're grateful that they're still here with you. Just having them by your side always seems to make things easier. The call of a raven catches your attention as it flies away. Charlie was only 8 when his grandfather died. He didn't really appreciate how big the loss was at the time, but as he got older, you did your best to pass on what your dad taught you. Not really. And now he's all grown up. He's actually starting to teach you. Which is strange, but in the nicest way. You're proud of the man he's now become. Dude, he became a fucking CCO. Susie. Poor Susie. Why do you don't give her back? Hold up, guys. Guys, I have to end the stream. I was reading something, I gotta take that. I have to end the stream. We're gonna play the last beat, maybe tomorrow. I'll see you guys by then. Have a good one and bye-bye.